What's up, gamers? It's your girl, Minecraft Steve update.
side, let's go. Let's go, let's move. Side to side, let's go. Come on, everybody, bring it in.
Sorry, I forgot to take the mic pack off before I did that. Sorry, I really need to get a new lav mic for this. How is everybody doing? Hello, it is. Do you know what day it is? Do you have any? Sorry about your ears. Sorry, I would like to. Hang on. You gotta hang on. Stay with me for a second, if you wouldn't mind. In this difficult time, in these unprecedented times, Stay with me, just a minute. Just a minute. This is the only royalty-free ukulele song I could find. So I'd like to take a moment to talk to you about me. Sometimes I am loud, and I would like to take a moment to apologise to all of those affected with hearing damage from my inability to buy a new lav mic for my mic. If you have been affected by my loud volume, please put your hand up right now. Dave is going to write you down on a list. Dave's taking a list. Dave is writing your name on a list right now. You're being written down on a list by Dave. Now, we can all trust Dave, can't we? We can trust Dave. He's a good lad, you know, he understands. He'll make sure you're looked after. He'll look after you. Maybe in an Al Pacino way, but he'll look after you. Hang on, I need to throw on some tunes. I spent like a couple of minutes running around desperately trying to find the Bluetooth speaker, just to find out that it was sitting, it was just behind a vase. It was just sitting there right behind a vase, if you can believe that. If you can believe that at all, because I think you can believe that. Let me throw on some, oh yeah, this is the vibe. Wait, am I not Bluetooth connected? Huh? Eh?
Bluetooth device 2 disconnected.
Huh?
Bluetooth device 2 connected.
There we go. All right, we're back. We are back. We are here. Geez, we haven't even started, and I have to be back. Let me say hello to you, and then I'm going to prove to you that I am here on a Saturday. Unbelievable stuff. Alonkel, thank you for 38 months. Pearfalls, thank you for 22 months. And who have we got? Memento Mori, thank you for 27 months. And Archangel Ellie, thank you for 3. We are here on a Saturday after all. Archangel Ellie, thank you for 3 months. Phillips, thank you for 18 months. I'm so excited. I think we're going to see it tonight. Forget the Joker, thank you so much for the bits. Urinars, thank you for 23 months. And tier 2, 23 months on this day. On your day of birth and all. Hang on. We have a couple of things. We have some good news, and I need to roll back for the good news. From Imagine Forever, after struggling for a good few months with various medical issues that have made exercise difficult, I'll be able to run a 2K. Oh my goodness, that's given for Imagine Forever. I couldn't do that. Jamie, I don't think I could do that. And I've been doing okay. Fair play to you. Oh my goodness.
Stew is sus.
That could easily have happened. And who among us would have seen it happen, you know? Pekka, thank you for the bits. Hi Tom Newman Show, Rory Borealis, it's very good. Modern Ma, Dunker, is a shot Medechu Mila Law and down. Oh, and yes, came a Blee Nation, Nimmerkinta, came a Blee Nation. Rebellious, thank you for 5 months. We're here. I'm here. Jeez, that's very big on the screen, isn't it? And before we do anything else, we're starting really, we're really starting, all right? We're kicking it off, all right? We're kicking it off real fast because right now on this day today, 23 months from Urinars, on this day today, on Urinars is a birthday! It is your birthday! Give it up for Urinars, it's your birthday today! I have it on good authority that you are joining a similar club to me in your birthday day today, and I am so excited for you! On this day, today, to be having a birthday on a Saturday. Oh, happy birthday! Oi, 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 oi. On my lap. My laptop doesn't like that one. Let me just make sure I've closed absolutely everything. Oh, there's a video playing in a window that I had open. Okay, okay. If this thing tries to Windows update me again, it's... Ooh, I won't be impressed. But you know what I'm very impressed with? Hi, hello, I'm here, I'm alive, and oh my god. Hang on, I have to catch up. Half Believer, thank you for gifting 5 subs to Icy, Not Very Tall, Macintosh PC, Stigma, and Softmog. Thank you so much. Who else have we got? PG Wipeout, thank you so much for the bits as well. Cup of Copper, lovely to see you. Thank you for 37 months of your prime on this day today. Lads, oh my goodness. Let me put Brie back. Have I ever done a food and drink stream on a Saturday? I don't think I have. I don't know if it's ever happened, but you know what we're going to do first of all? Hands up. Hands up. Who wants a cup of tea? Goingy! Hello, hello.
My birthday was this past Monday, the day before April Fools, because the universe had pity on me, and I turned 30. I'm no longer in my 20s, I'm like a fine wine getting better with age.
Welcome to the 30,000 club. Forget the... Oh my goodness, hang on. Now, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a lot going on. Let me catch up to you in a minute. And Jake the Snake, happy late birthday. I hope you had such a lovely time. I'm so excited for you. Forget the Joker. Thank you for gifting. Oh my god, 10 subs. Oh my god, what is going on? Toxie Moxie, thank you for the bits. Flint, thank you for your prime. Pandathy, thank you for 3 months in advance at tier 2. Alex of Ohio, thank you for 51 months. We haven't even done anything yet. Hands up, who wants a cup of tea? Cup of tea, cup of tea, cup of tea. A cup of tea. Because it's exactly the right temperature in the house so far to have a nice cup of tea and not feel like you're going to explode. My laptop sounds like it's going to explode, but I'm just going to hope it's fine. I'm going to assume it's okay. Oh my goodness, who have I said hello to? Most of you. Ravi and Sweet Peeps and Botsu Boo and Icy and the Ballmaster and Mr. Syrup Waffle and Snowy Yoshi, hello, and Crusticles, hello, and Jack's House, thank you for 7 months. It's probably the earliest I've been to a stream. You made it early, hello. I'm not usually this early to my own stream either, but no, that's not quite. No, that's true. That's true. PG Wipeout, thank you for the bits. Thank you so much. Ollie Reyes and Ordain and Head of the Hylian. And you know what I'd really like to get is a fake fire extinguisher that just does not actually extinguish. Well, I have one of those as well, but I don't want to make an example, make a bad example to everybody of using a fire extinguisher for comic relief, because those things are expensive and important. But like, imagine them just like, you know, just imagine it clearly in your brain. Forget the Joker. My God, thank you for the bits. I haven't done anything yet. Half Believer, hello, looks like feeling better than yesterday by far. Not sure what, something hit myself and McDara at the same time, so I don't know if we just picked something up, because I was feeling a bit on Thursday, but you know when you feel a bit and you're like, I'm fine. You're like, I'm fine, I'll just chug some water, I'll have a paracetamol, I'll be fine. And to be fair, I was fine. And then after stream, I don't know if you noticed, because I definitely felt it, that I started, like, you know, my energy started going like, a bit, so I was like, all right, let's call it. But yeah, I feel a lot better today. I had a really good rest. I played a lot of Minecraft on the couch. I had a good and relaxed time. I made sure I ate plenty. I had an ibuprofen. I had a little nap on the couch, and I definitely needed it. Thank you for being okay. We'll always be okay when I have to, you know, very last minute, because I'll make the tea and then I'll tell you. Or I'll get the tea getting made and then I'll tell you. I don't know, Coco, thank you for 2 months. She jumping on my cake. She caking on my jump. Oh, anything could happen. It's all to play for on twitch.tv/cakejumper. Let me get a spoon for stirring the tea. Let me set a timer for the tea. I was a little later today because I was, you know what? Do you know what? I'll tell you now. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to do the stream today because I wasn't sure how much better I was going to feel when I woke up in the morning, you know? Cupcake Chems, I don't know if I didn't miss you, did I? Just in case, thank you so much for 6 months of your Prime, you're very kind. I was like, I'll wait and see how I feel in the morning. I was like, I won't set an alarm. I won't have anything extra set up because I had almost everything set up yesterday when I had to call and I was like, no. So I was like, right, I'll just see how I am. And I woke up this morning and I was like, so I sat up, I had breakfast. I was like, yeah, we're here. And that's why I'm a little later. I know I have been late to streams a lot lately. I have reasons for that. Yeah, that's why we're here. That's how we're here. Hooray! Over the caffeinated gaming, hello. I wish I could on command do, you know the thing the crowd does in Wii Bowling when they just go, hey! Okay, I guess I can do that on command, never mind. Oh my goodness, I missed you yesterday. I feel like I'm all out of routine because I might be doing a stream tomorrow as well. I'll let you know about that. Jake the Snake says, I have hiccups. Can someone scare the bejesus out of me real quick? I would, but I don't want to risk deafening like 100 million bajillion people. Ashton's vibe to low, baffle toast to low, sweet peeps, and that's a low to 9 fucks gambit. Diggertron says the perfect execution right after. I wish I could do the thing. I mean, you just, it's like, you know, it's like the feckin', it's like the Tom Scream all over again. It's like, I wonder if I could do that. I'm not going to do it because the microphone is right here. It's right here. Someone tell me to put my PS Vita down. I need to study. Archangel Ellie, what are you playing? Cannot wait. You can play the game after you study. That's true. You can do that. You can do that. Sim Noon says a cake is never late nor is she early. She arrives precisely when she means to. No, you see, I wish I could say that, but no. I appreciate you have great faith in me all the same. But you know, with the PS Vita, you do have to recharge the brain. Like Helen the Short is right. You have to recharge the brain every so often. You have to take a little. Like when I used to study in college, now mind you, I couldn't use Skyrim as my escape for out of studying because you can't play Skyrim for 5 minutes. You can't play Skyrim for 20 minutes. You have to play Skyrim for 6 hours at a time at least, or I do anyway. Otherwise, I'm like I'll forget what I'm doing. That's why I've been doing longer streams of Bloodborne. Is because like otherwise I'll forget what I'm doing. I'll forget what I'm doing. Oopsie daisy, no, or oopsie day. Sorry, I put too many S's in your name or Z's. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. Yours, hello. No, I actually I've had this apron a while. Let me have to sip me some. I have had this apron for not far off a year. Some friends brought it back from Japan for me last year. Unfortunately, it has had a wash. I'm gonna have to give it a second wash because I was wearing this the other week when we made the Animal Crossing cake, and some of the food dye has gotten very comfortable here. Do you know? Ellen Raleigh, hello. I'm so sorry. Everyone probably thinks it's Friday. Lads, thank you so much for the hype train. Jeez, as always, we haven't even done anything yet. Not even Gay Luigi. But I can tell you. Okay. Can I tell you a fun thing first? Can I tell you a fun thing? And one of the big fun things is thank you so much for the hype train. I'm just back and forth here. Cupcake Chemist, thank you so much for the bits. So, come here, and I tell you. We're all enjoying Bloodborne, right? June Wonders, hello. We're all enjoying Bloodborne, right? Now, I have a concept for you, okay? I have a concept.
Thank gosh it's Friday today.
You're damn right it is. Yours, think of the bits. We're all enjoying it, right? You're listening up. How much would you enjoy YouTube highlights of Bloodborne playthrough, the whole thing? Or as much as we can manage, at least. Yes? Okay, that's good, because the first part is done. You're getting it on Tuesday. Like it's done. I just went ahead. I didn't like even test the waters. I was just like, hey Chloe. Hey. So that's going up on Tuesday. I could put it up sooner, but I'm like, no. I'm going to pace it out a bit. I'm very excited. Zargan, hello. I'm very, very excited. I have obviously watched it through already. The pacing is great. It works really well. I really, 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 really hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. I just need to come up with a title and a thumbnail, which I will do in good time. I have a couple of days. And we all know I always use my time very wisely, and I don't dillium or dallium or nothing like that, you know? What's Chloe cooked for us? Oh, I mean, Chloe always cooks. Chloe's always like, oh, you know, let me know if this is okay, let me know if you need any changes. And like 99% of the time I'm like, Chloe, this is like Oscar worthy. This is so good. Oh yes, for anyone who wasn't around the last few days, the plushie campaign is finished. It is done. That is it. And I just want to say a minute, thank you so much to everyone who got one. I'm still really blown away. Despite the campaign being over, I'm still not going to shut up about this for a long time because I'm still really, really like, I am just blown away by it. Like, I'm so glad you liked it. I'm so impressed with the design that Clover came up with. I'm so happy with the gang at Makeship. It's been great. They will be getting sent out the end of June. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're too kind. Spicy Bird, thank you for the bits. I'm really sorry for anyone who did not get one, for whatever your reason might have been. Maybe if you didn't catch it in time, maybe if you did not have the money for something like this. I completely understand. You never have to apologize about that. Like, please, if I ever come in here being like, well, if you don't get the thing, you're this, that, and the other, then like, just put me in the bin. That's fine. Put me in the bin. That's where I need to be. Online Sona, thank you so much for 41 months. That's a long, long time. Oh my goodness. Forget the Joker. Thank you for gifting us up to Dave. If you were thinking, oh, I would love a merchandised piece of Cake Jumper merchandise, just keep an eye out. That's all I'm actually allowed to say. Just keep an eye out soonish. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. So yippee! Woo! What was I going to say to you? How are you doing? Are we all well? Yeah, so let me tell you very quickly. Yesterday, I asked you, would it be cool if I did not stream yesterday? And here are the answers. I went to the shop. This is how organized I was, right? I went to the shop. I got everything I needed for the soup, like everything. I bought a little wooden bowl to present the soup. I bought a bowl for the soup, and I had almost everything set up. I didn't have the camera downstairs, but I had like the laptop here. I had the lights ready to go. I had like bits and bobs cleaned over there. I had this cleaned, that cleaned. I had like I was getting ready to put the apron on, and I was sitting here. And this was maybe like 12:30. And I was just like, and that's when I had to call it. I don't know what it was. It hit myself and McDarrick at the same time. It seems to be fine now. I've had a good breakfast. I've had lots of water. I've had a nice cup of tea. What did I have for breakfast? I had cheesy hash browns for breakfast. Not from scratch, they're from the freezer. Excuse me. But yeah, I feel much better today. It's a really nice day out as well. I don't know if maybe the weather had been up and down because it was weird yesterday. It was kind of funky. It started raining Thursday night, and it wasn't like lashing rain yesterday, but it was like murky, and I don't know. I get headaches when the weather gets weird, and I get them like right here. So that can, you know, when you have a headache and it kind of, it domino affects everything else. You're like, oh, it's fine, it's just a pain in my head. And you realize the pain in your head is making you feel sick, and you're like, but I'm fine. It's concerning. I'm glad you're better now. It's alright. I hope he's saying that loud doesn't like worry people. It just happens, but I'm good now. Yesterday was a bit cold. Yeah, when I went down to the shop, I was like, oh, it's a little chilly. It was fine. But I was like, because I'd been out the day before and it was fine. But anyway, Roham, hello. You're gonna need some protein powder and a gym membership for that, or you know, some at-home weights, and you know, why not? Stepped out of the chipper and it was raining. Yeah. Zargan says, I forgot that on the internet, every sentence gets owned by the person who says it first. Oh, what am I after missing? I missed something. What if we just say it 3 times more? And wait, what are we talking about? Who owns what sentence? Oh, is this the yesterday I asked you? No, I was actually referencing Jack's. I was doing a yai bit. Don't worry, no, it was deliberate. You couldn't have known. To be fair, you couldn't have known. It's completely okay. It's completely okay. I used to watch a lot of his yai videos. Aurora Lane, hello. How are you doing? Come in. I hope you're keeping well on this day today, on this Saturn day. Human barometer sometimes being a perk of neurodivergency is always kind of funny to me. My mum gets headaches when the weather changes, and I used to think like, oh, surely it's just like you see that it's murky and you go, ooh, but she'd wake up not knowing the weather and be like, oh, you know, human barometer, carry on. Human barometer carry-on. Yeah, Wednesday was lovely. Thursday was new. But today, I hope it's nice in the whole country and not just like the single little bit that I'm in. I hope I'm not about to dox myself by the weather, but it is like the Autumn green, ag tanmh tá green, what is it? Exquilt na clica. Níl scamel sa spare. Tá sé rinta na gum dul amach agus siúlóid jazz. A hógáil? Agus dullar siúlóid jazz. Níl scamel sa spare. Tá sé go bra amhuiche. Go bra. It is gorgeous. It's really, really nice outside. Blue skies, slip disco, there you go. Blue skies. And you know what? Can I tell you something? And I know this is this is what they might say, bad for business. If it's a gorgeous day where you are, okay, and you want to go outside, but you can't bring the stream outside with you, you can't bring me out on mobile, just go outside, there will be a VOD. Take advantage of the nice days, go out with your friends, right? Go out and do stuff. Okay? I'll be here later. The VOD will be here later. And I'll be here another day. If it's a gorgeous day, you get out of there. Go touch grass. Go have a nice time. Otherwise, stick around and we're going to make some suspicious stew. I'm sure you're wondering what the suspicious part is because I just linked the recipe for a mushroom stew. I'll tell you later, okay? It's a secret. Oh, goodness. It's sunny in my side of Ireland, says Omega Flynn. Oh, make the most of it. Really make the most of it. Even if it's just open up the window, a little bit of sunshine air. Listen, the air smells different when it's sunny. You know, it does. It smells different. Honka Dalunga, hello. Yesterday was a nice day, though. It was 22 Celsius. I went to botanical gardens. I love a botanic garden. I love botanic garden. What you should not do when you're at a botanic garden is pirate the plants. They don't like that very much. I've genuinely never done it, but I've met people who are like, oh yeah, I have this plant, I got it in the botanic garden. I'm like, oh, I didn't know they had a shop. I was like, they don't. I pirated it. You can pirate plants. I wouldn't do it from a botanic garden, but you can pirate plants. Or also says, oh, pouring in Texas. Oh, I hope you get a bit of a break in it for yourself. I really hope so. I really, really hope so. I've never done that, but I did feed a lot of crows. Oh, very good. You make friends with the crows. You have friends for life because you have generations then of crow friends, you know. You can download plants. I'm going to show you a real wild technique. Okay, what's the best example of this? So, probably this one. So succulents are very easy to do this with. I'm going to show you some insider intel. I've started using the word intel because myself and McDara have been watching. Did anyone watch the series? It's literally just finished up of your man Ludwig and Michael Reeves going across Japan with no map, no translator, no nothing. Just the two of them on bikes going from one end to the other. But they kept saying stuff, like they talked to someone, they go into like a family mart to ask directions, because they were allowed to ask for directions, but they had to use whatever Japanese they had. But every so often they would talk to someone and they talked to like an old man and he'd turn around and be like, oh, Ji-san has the intel. And I'm like, the word intel is just like burned into my brain. Spice by Con, it was really good. Like it was actually very charming. They just had, like, it was good crack. Like, it was good crack. Anyway, let me show you how to pirate a plant. Okay, let me show you a thing. So, I have a plant. This needs to be replanted because it doesn't have enough root space in this. I'll tell you a quick story about this. She's sliding. She's sliding. This is healthy. It just needs more space. And it needs a little more. It needs a seat belt. So this, I can't remember what this is called. It's like a jade plant or one of them. It's gorgeous. It does not have enough room. I rescued this from McDara's old office when they were clearing the place out. This was sitting in there without water for a year, and it's still alive. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's a jade plant. I'm not sure. It's nice anyway. And I looked at it. I was like, that's not dead. And I picked it up. I was like, does anyone want it? And McDara was like, no. So I was like, well, it's ours now. So with these kinds of plants, see the way the leaves, they come out at a little angle there, you know. I was thinking, I think it looks like a jade plant. It's very pretty, very, very pretty, or it's something similar. What you can do, you can break, and carefully, you can take off some of the, what do you call them, leaves for want of a better word, and if you put them in moist soil, they won't always, you'll want a few of them. Oh, we have a good example here. I'm really afraid this is going to fall. I'm going to prop this up with my water bottle. It does need to be repotted. I need to get some like potting soil for, I'm just going to clean the place, it's fine. What you will see after a little while, not even very long, like sometimes it's a few days, sometimes it's a few weeks, depends on your environment, you will see, focus, teeny tiny, see the little white roots? these little roots will start to come out of the leaf. Now, I've given it a little bit of stick here and all. Do you see that? Sometimes you will see the plant try to do that even when it's still attached. You will see little bits of the plant where it almost looks like it's trying to detach and run away. And I'm just going to stick that gently back in there. There's a very good one here, actually, that's very... Where is it? Not this one. It's one... Oh, it's one of his. It's one of his. But you can just pirate plants. You should not pirate them for botanic gardens because, like, you know, most of them are protected and whatever. It's not this one. It might have just been that one that I picked up. So you'll want to try a few different ones. But I was so sure there was another one I was going to show you. I ended up with, and I think it's actually, because this is from a different plant to this. I had another one of these that was small in a pot like this, and I took a tiny little leaf like this size when I was in Tenerife. It had already fallen off the plant. So I wet it with a little bit of my water bottle, and I put it in a bit of tissue, and I brought it home, and I put it in a pot, and it grew. And this is part of that plant, because the leaf has all the intel it needs to grow a whole other plant, woody stem and all. So there you go. Yeah, if you want to look this up, Magic Forever, you've got it. Look up propagation or taking cuttings. You can't do it for all plants. You shouldn't do it for all plants you encounter. You should be very careful if you're doing it, because if you do it wrong, you can damage the original plant, the mother plant, if you like, and you can end up with nothing decent. Percy Snucklepack's Customs. I just threw it in my bag. You probably shouldn't do that. I don't recommend smuggling plants abroad. A lot of intel. What you can use as well... Oh, hang on. This was the one I was going to show you. Sorry, I had the wrong pot. So these are two other bits off that smaller plant. Did I show you this one? Was this the one I brought over? I think I did. Anyway, this one has new roots and all. Just like Dua Lipa or something. You can also get... Sorry, welcome to gardening. I bought a big, massive, like, old gardening book. It's like as old as I am, which, as we all know, very, very old. There is a little thing you can get as well if you're propagating... Where is it? Here we go. Rooting gel. Or rooting powder. And what you want to do with that is when you take a cutting of something like a rose bush or something that maybe you want a little bit of a little extra kick for, you want to cut it properly. You'll have to look it up for each plant. And if you dip it in that and then put it into some... prepared soil, it'll just give it a bit of an extra chance. I grew an entire rose bush this size from a cutting this size I took from my mum's neighbour. And then I left it behind in Dublin when we moved out. Because I'm really smart. I'm really smart. Illegal performance enhancer for plants. That's just the baby bio, which I can't use yet. Don't use... if you're growing things from seed, don't use baby bio, because you want the roots to develop so that they go out and look for nutrients, you know? You know? Oh, Zargan is a very good one. If you have, this is a very good bit of advice. If you know someone who's very into plants and you want to give them a gift, do not get them a new plant, get them a nice plant pot. They will appreciate it so much more. Like, unless you specifically know there is one particular plant they want, get them a plant pot. You're so correct. Because, listen, as somebody who, listen, do you want to just see what I'm dealing with right now? Of my own volition, is that the word I'm looking for? Of my own free will, what I've decided to deal with. So we have all of these, right? Don't worry, I'll clean this down before we start dealing with food. We have all of these, right? These are junior sunflowers. These are going to grow to about maybe this tall. They're going to be very cool. They're going to be very pretty. I need to repot them because they're getting quite tall now. They need more space. Otherwise, the roots are going to start wrapping around each other, you know? These here are oxeye daisies. This will be relevant later. They are a little slower to grow. They're going to be very pretty. You know the ones that, literally like the massive daisies with the white petals, like they're so beautiful, they're gorgeous. And this is a mix of border perennials. We're going to get like lupins, foxgloves. We're going to get all little bits and bobs in there. And they're hopefully going to come back year after year after I plant them out. This is only the first batch of these I'm doing as well. I want to do a second batch after this so that there's kind of like a replacement rate, is that what I'm looking for? These are sweet peas. These are blue velvet perennial sweet peas. So these will hopefully, ideally, come back year after year. Here we have is it cowslip? It isn't germinating. I think maybe I planted it a bit too early in the year, so I'm taking a chance, you know. This is gardening with cake. Listen, genuinely, I'm not joking. If streaming hadn't worked out, I was probably going to do a course in horticulture, and I'm not joking. I was looking up courses in the Botanic Gardens. Funny we should loop back around talking about Botanic Gardens. Quickly though, there's some good news I've missed from Adorable. I'm doing my first ever craft market in May. Oh, what kind of crafts? Tell us all about it. Do a gardening stream. I would gladly do an indoor gardening stream. I wouldn't do it outdoor because I just want to dox my back garden, you know? You know? Daft Techno says, I saw a lot of people today reminding me of Cake Jumper, probably because I was talking. Oh, you were in Harashoku! Stop. Oh my god. Baby the Star Chamber, I put up a dress for pre-order like a day or two ago, and when they say pre-order, they mean there's a certain amount and then it's sold out, so it's a sore subject, I'm not talking about it. Hang on, I have more plants. I have more. And I need to get some sticks to support these. But yeah, I was going to go into horticulture. I wanted to do a course in it, like I really genuinely did. Can you tell? Can you tell? Yeah, it's just as well I don't have hort blindness, because that would have been an awful thing. Now, I need to... Mine's Indulgence, thank you for 30 months. Thank you so much. And Daft Techno, oh my goodness, what's on the plan? What's on the plan? Are you just in Tokyo, or are you going around the whole country? I'm so excited for you, oh my goodness. Eight everything that looks nice, don't be afraid. So these are the first sunflowers that I sowed the seeds of. Geez, like is it even 3 weeks ago? They're growing so fast. So fast. Behold. Behold. The power. The power. Genuinely, it's a very nice feeling to grow things. It's similar to that thing that Zargan's always saying, it's nice to have a hobby where you can stand back and be like, I did that, or I made that, or I created that. And I didn't create these plants, but I cultivated them. It's a very nice, wholesome feeling, you know? So here at the back, you don't need to be told twice. These long, tall ones at the back, these are the super tall sunflowers. These are going to be like almost as tall as me. No, they're going to be like 3 meters tall if they go the way I'm hoping they'll go. These ones, can you see those? These are more sweet peas. I really like sweet peas. They smell beautiful. If you ever see, you see them on fences and stuff a lot, really like bright green leafy plants that are kind of like climbing along, and you'll see tiny little delicate flowers like blue and pink and stuff. That's probably a sweet pea. And they smell gorgeous, they're beautiful. These ones are not perennials, so they might only last this year, and that's fine, that's okay. These are also sunflowers. We might have to find a new home for these because they're not really doing so well, and that's okay. Sometimes seeds don't do what you want them to do, and that's okay, that's part of life. This is thyme. It obviously doesn't really smell like anything yet, but it will. This is thyme. I need to repot this, and this is rosemary. Hands up anyone who's ever had a rosemary plant. This is important. Oh, that time says just Tokyo for about a week and a half. Watch the Yakult Sparrows versus... Oh, the Trinity Dragons baseball game today. Baseball's huge over there. We didn't see much in the way of baseball, but it's so cool. So cool. You're going to try sneak into... Where is Suzuka, actually? There's an F1 race in Japan tomorrow. I'm very excited about it. Because I follow F1 because it is like a traveling circus, not because I agree with any of the ethics behind it. It's a traveling circus that we get to watch. Where is... Yes, I know Suzuka's in Suzuka. Yes, I know. So you were massive rosary bush in your garden. I'm so jealous. Here's my plan. I want a huge load of rosemary in the garden because it smells gorgeous, first of all. And once it's actually established, unless you have really what's inclement weather, it lasts forever, kind of. So I have tried... so many times, actually no, that's not true. I've tried like 3 times to grow rosemary, and like not just a little bit. I want like this much rosemary. I want, if you've ever been to, you know, when you see outside hospitals actually a lot, you get rosemary plants just because like it smells nice. That's nice. It's calming. It's soothing. When you look at it, you're like, that's a good soothing plant. I want a big rosemary plant. So each of these individual little seedlings, hang on, I'll show them. Oh, each of these is like a big plant waiting to grow. So I'm going to repot a few of them, and only 1 or 2 of them really need to take off, and they all seem to be doing well so far, and I'm really hoping that it stays this good, because I wouldn't mind giving some of them to people. but I want to plant it in the ground, outside, outdoors, in the ground. That's the plan. That's the big plan. If you came here for soup, I promise we're doing soup as well in a little while. But I do need to repot some stuff. To be honest, if we end up with a bit of downtime, we could repot the sunflowers today. Food and drink stream. Oh, do you grow any fruit trees? Not yet. I want to grow a fruit tree, but we don't really have the space. We'd have to keep it in a pot, which is fine. Which is fine. Like, that's grand. It's just something I have to be ready for, you know? I'd love, like, a proper, like, you know, a proper apple tree, because you get the apple blossoms and you get, I just think they look so cool because apple trees get really like gnarled and funky in the, you know, I think they're cool. And they're very, you know, significant in folklore and mythology and stuff, which is pretty sick. It's pretty sick. If you plan on having lavender, I love lavender. Lavender is a bit of a pain to grow from seed. You have to be, you particularly like really keep an eye on it, and the germination rate is quite low. But last year we bought 6 little lavender plants, like, you know, the little plugs you put in the ground. And we put 3 of them in a fairly decently sized pot for what we had outside, up off the ground. And we put 3 in the ground where we did not think they would do very well. The 3 in the ground are still alive. The 3 in the pot with all the drainage and technology are dead. It's true.
It's true.
It's true. It's true. There he is. It's true. What are you up to?
Gonna take Cara for a spin.
Nice. Have fun.
Try and make sure she's not completely fucking
Hooray!
Yeah.
Have fun. If you see any nice views in the sunshine, let me know.
Yeah. Where I'm going, but
That's all right. I mean, that's part of the fun. Bye. Love you. Bye. There he goes. Yeah, big lavender, keeping lavender from the good people. But like, lavender is very picky in some ways, and in other ways it does not care. Like, I grew lavender in the oldest, mankiest little pot I could find when I was living in Dublin, because, well, it was the only thing I could get my hands on. And it grew, like, it was in a pot, like, you know, the square kind of ones, like, yay big, yay tall, not enough space for it. It grew to, like, this size. I had to cut it back every year, and it would grow bigger again. And the ones that we have, I don't know, I think it's just maybe, I think we needed maybe a bit more drainage again in the bottom of the pots. So we're going to have to grab some more of those, because I really love lavender. Is there any, oh, hands up here, hands up everybody, hands up class. If you have not experienced the smell of lavender when the sun shines on it after the rain, because if you haven't experienced it, I'm not going to tell you that you're missing out. You are, but I'm not going to go, ooh, just, I really want you to have that experience sometime. If you have the space for a little lavender plant and you have somewhere where it's going to get rain and sun, it is beautiful. Like when it's in bloom and the flowers are just like soaking up the water and then soaking up the sun. Oh, Sigma Sayama, if you don't like synthetic lavender smell, if you don't like lavender air freshener spray, real lavender is just, oh, it's a whole different world. Lads, I love plants. Can you tell I nearly went into horticulture? You can kind of tell. You can kind of tell. I do want to propagate a couple of things from the garden for people, because the people who owned this house before us left a load of really cool plants. Now, some stuff I want to really keep, I want to keep contained, I suppose, because we have hydrangeas. Now, hydrangeas are gorgeous, but they are invasive. So we have a plant in the back garden, and I'm trying to, because it's really pretty. It's really pretty, it's really well kept, so I'm trying to keep it under control because I don't really want to dig it up. Once I can keep it in its little area, in its little enclosure, I want to keep it safe. I want to keep it safe, but I don't want it to be like a garden escapee, because that's a problem. You get a load of like rhododendrons and hydrangeas that get out of gardens, and they are a big problem in a lot of parts of the country, so keep an eye on that. Oh, Zargan says, I remembered something I wanted to tell you. There's a cottage in the forest up near my parents' house that has daffodils growing all around it, and a few years ago a horticulturist came, took one of them away for study. It turns out the daffodil bulbs were planted in the late 1700s and been growing there every year since. I love that. I love that so much. I love daffodils. We really want to put down, we meant to do it last year, and I mean, between Japan and then getting ourselves together for Christmas, we just forgot. I want to put bulbs down for daffodils for next year. I really, really do. And I'd love to like tulips and snowdrops. Oh, I love gardening. I love plants. They're so cool. Maury Faye, hello. I love plants. When I went to Amsterdam in 2016, I brought back a tulip bulb for a black tulip, and it was so sick. It was so cool. It was like it wasn't like pitch black. It was like a really, really, really deep red, and it was so cool. It was so cool. Oh, it was so cool. Hello, Plant Jumper, I love you. Hello, Maury Faye, I love you. I can't make your name any more plant-y. because you're already very, you're forest fairy. You're already there. Gang, if you're not already following Moria Faye, what are you doing? Actually, I know we have a lot of Souls fans here, especially with me playing Bloodborne. You're playing Elden Ring, aren't you? Is it your first playthrough or your second? Because I feel like I saw you playing a while ago. I might be wrong.
Cake, can I have some nice plants to decorate the bottom of the well, please?
I see how it is. I see how it is. The maidenhair speedmort growing down there's not enough. First time DLC. Ooh, I will probably end up playing Elden Ring as well at some point. Don't ask me when. At some point. I'm loving Bloodborne so much. Positive. Ooh, Charity, what are you up to? Ooh. Or is it like, well, we hit our goal. I'm not going to play Elden Ring for a week. I'm just going to put on some slightly boppier tunes for us. Oh yeah, that'll do. Cake Elden Ring, I beg. It will happen. It absolutely will happen. I'm really excited. I don't know when. It was supposed to happen last year, and I just didn't get around to it. I had many things, and when you blink and it's like 4 months gone by, it's like, whoopsie, I'm gone. Okay, so that's my gardening. That's my gardening talk. Fundraising for Cool Earth. Oh, I'm looking them up. I'm looking them up because I'm nosy. I would never shine the spotlight directly in your face, Maury. Maury Faye is going to be raising money for Cool Earth. Which, to give everyone peace of mind before I say anything else, highly effective, ranked by multiple charity evaluators. International NGO that funds indigenous communities to protect endangered rainforests. If that's not enough for you, lads, I don't know what to tell you. Go on over to Maury. Are you doing that today? Are you doing that later today? Casey, hello. I was telling people about the plants. I have an extra little plant growing in with this one, so I'm going to have to investigate that later. But yeah, I'm going to put this... Oh wait, reforestation, we love it. We need it in Ireland as well. And it's happening. Slowly, but it is happening. Oh, slowly, but it is happening. We have a lot of oak trees near us, and I think the next time I get a lot of acorns and stuff coming down into the garden, I'm going to just start propagating all of them and find homes for them eventually. Can you willy-nilly just, take on the responsibility of 7,000 children who all happen to be oak saplings? You can. You can. But, I did not mean to come in and self-promo. I would like to make very clear that I am of my own free will promoting Maury Faye. It's a very good cause. It's a very, very good cause. We love to see it. I want to do, I want to do something for charity. I missed Daffodil Day. I was completely all over the place. But I want to do something soon. Okay, I'm putting the plants away. Get promo, did you? I'm putting the plants away. Everyone say goodbye, plants. Goodbye, plants. Yeah, it's a lot of babysitters. And with the prices these days, and I don't begrudge the babysitters. I mean, they have to pay their bills too and all, but childcare is wicked. Right, I'm going to sit these here and going to, I need to get proper little supports because these, I keep nearly calling them daffodils. These sunflowers are so tall. They're gonna be taller than me in a few, weeks if the weather keeps up, because I do want to plant them outside. And these are going back on the windowsill. I do want to, and hold me to this, if we have time, I want to put these in pots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Do I have 8 pots? Do I? Oh geez, Scoob. I think I might. I definitely have a few. I have a few spares hanging around. I have a little set of shelves. I have 4. And if I sacrifice the 2 that aren't growing over here, then I have 6. That might be enough. Hang on, I just knocked something over there. That might be enough. And we can figure out what to do with the rest. I might be able to fashion some flower pots from stuff around the house. I don't necessarily recommend that unless you know what you're doing. But I have loads of empty plastic tubs I could probably just drill a hole in the end of and make sure it's cleanly done. Cleanly done. You don't want little shards of plastic hanging around with all your plants. It's no way to live. It's no way to live. Okay, I suppose I should... I'm after getting a bit of dirt in my tea. Don't tell anyone, it's just my dirt. There's no mirror in there. And Maury, thank you for 14 months. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to have a little clean over here. Where's the cloth I had? There we go. Just because, nothing got in this, thank goodness. I need to give this a wash properly and oil it with vegetable oil because I don't know if it's made for soup, but I just want Listen, sometimes we do things for camera. Sometimes, only sometimes. I want the soup to be good, but I want the picture of it in the bowl, you know. Microplastics don't have enough calorie. Exactly, you need the big chunks. You need the big chunks. Extra kids, and I think of it 13 months. You know what? It feels really nice being here on a Saturday. I always say this when I do an off-schedule stream, and I never do one again, but I'm like, this is nice. Maybe it's just because I feel less pressure, and I actually feel well today, because I had a nice rest. Do you know what I did yesterday for my rest? I'm saying this at 2:20. We haven't started doing anything yet, but I'm completely out of kilter. I started redesigning one of the rail tunnels on the Minecraft server. And I don't regret it. It was nice. It was very, very nice. I just, like... You know, just the brain...
Don't eat microplastics.
Yeah.
Eat macroplastics.
Yeah.
Consume Lego brick.
Commit to it. Don't eat Lego brick. Don't, or at least don't tell anybody I told you to eat Lego bricks, okay? Because I didn't. I didn't do that. Hell no, no, to be fair, Lego is expensive. It is. Okay, I sip. The amount of rails in this Minecraft world are a big endorsement for me to get it. It's good fun. It's very good fun. I recommend. I literally just like, because okay, I'm going on one more tangent and then we're actually making food. The rail line that I was working on is the desert line, okay? If you're not into Minecraft, you probably won't care about this at all, but I'm just going to tell you very quickly, okay? Real quickly. So, the rail line is quite old. I think it was originally built in 2020, and it hasn't really been visually updated at all. It wasn't thrown in there. Like, it was put together. It was clean. It was done. I know Pickle did quite a lot of work on some of the tunnels and stuff. We had a few other people in there. And I was looking around. I was like, I think I could do something with this. Because when it was redirected to the new station, I never actually cleaned up the tunnel. And I never got it right. So now it's getting there. There's pictures in Discord if you want to see. And I'm probably going to do more on that later. Also, we're going to see the Minecraft film later. Also, if you've seen it, don't tell me anything. I just want to go and have fun. Okay. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you. And Juno Taco says, oh, I confessed to my crush and I have a boyfriend. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's so cute. Oh. Oh, can we get an ooh. Ooh, that's so cute. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. It's a scary thing to do. It's a scary thing to do if you think you like someone, but like, the worst thing that can happen is they say, sorry, I don't feel the same way. The best thing that could happen is, well, I'm married now, so, you know, maybe I'm biased. Okay, I'm really trying to not run for a hairbrush while I tie up my hair, because I'd have to go all the way upstairs. And you know, it's like 100 million miles away. It's billions of miles away. It might take me eons. Also yours, thank you for the bits I did not say. Yeah, you gotta shoot your shot. And, you know, if it doesn't work out, that's okay. You move on with life. You can be friends, you can not be friends. You see what happens, just, you know, keep trucking on. God gives a hairbrush in her hands. You got the hairbrush in your hands. You got the hairbrush in your hands. Right, we're making the suspicious stew from Minecraft. Are we all taking notes? Because I feel great today. This is really weird. Charles the second, hello. I'm doing very well. How are you doing yourself? Come in on a very rare Saturday stream. We're making the suspicious stew. I keep doing this forever. I am using a mushroom soup I found as a base because it sounds really good. So exclamation mark recipe if you'd like that. I'm gonna get the recipe back up on my phone here. What is it? For some reason, this is a really elusive recipe page, even though the URL is right there. But I found it on my phone. When I went to try and find the link, instead of just sending it myself in Discord, it wouldn't come up in Google search. Now, I know Google search is broken. That's a topic for another day. But every result I got on the first page was just like random videos of people making mushroom soup. So, I don't know. I didn't find that one. But I do have... You know what? I'm actually just going... I'm going into Discord and I'm just clicking it there. Because I closed the tab and it won't come up in the thingamajigs, so here we go. So the recipe we're using is for Hungarian mushroom soup. Now, I know that's literally just mushroom soup. The suspicious part will come later, okay? The suspicious part will come later. Zarin says the worst thing that can happen is you take a bite of a hot dog and then trip, the hot dog falls out of the bun directly into a road drain without touching the side, so you're left with a bun and disappointment. Nothing to do with confessing to a crush, no. But it could happen to anyone. You know, sometimes it happens. It could happen to anyone. It could happen to you. Elusive recipe page. Yeah, it is a good fit for the suspicious too, to be fair. To be fair. I've noticed that Automod smart detection keeps screening things that are in Irish. Dis muirigad Grant LG comes to talk to féin, mar Tommy hintach in you in our ear. The colla unta gum the ná inish the hinia ella. Ach the ishke batha te agam a rare. The cúpla ishke batha te agam a rare. Agus Fós Tom Kirkalor? Tom Kirkalor? Tom Oor. I'm very fresh. Very fresh. Master Time Thief, hello, first time live watcher. I'm excited to watch Cake Jumper potentially poison or blind yourself. Woohoo! You get it. Or I might get jump boost. Exactly. Like these are all the potential outcomes. Cake Dawn on air thought. Kirsten says a YouTube channel I found a recipe that actually uses tulip bulbs. Tasting history of Max Miller. I have a load of his videos still to watch. Hang on, I need to start making this. I need to start doing things. I have time today to do things. I'm not under quite as much time pressure as I'm not usually under time pressure on a Friday, but you know, I don't know where I'm going with this. Where I'm going is here with my chopping board. Jump boosted cake jump is actually what happened. Exactly. MCG, I'm so glad someone gets it. That's what happened the last time. You know when I jumped over the cake for charity and then I flew up through the roof and went Shafy, hello. I actually don't know. I haven't tried the Gordon Ramsay recipe, I don't think. Or have I? Was that the other one I used? I used one with walnuts before, which I didn't like as much. The one I made last week, it was really good, and I forgot to put it away in the fridge because, you know, that evening, sometimes what happens on a Friday is I finish up stream, and if it's been a long stream or if I'm just a bit tired going into it, I'll be grand, and at the end I'm just like, oh, and I do most of the cleanup like the next day. And I forgot to put the cake away, and it was still fine the next day, so. Master Time Thief says cake is just a real life Looney Tune with how she moves. Master Time Thief, that is. That's the autism! Woo! So we're gonna start making this soup right now before I get distracted again. I need to wash my hands. And then I'm going to read this. I have read the recipe already. I just need to have another read of it, you know? Just to keep it fresh in the brain. Don't ever try and make a recipe without reading the recipe first. I promise you. Like, you won't go to super hell or food prison or anything like that, but it will make your life easier, okay? It will make your life easier. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we might be going to the soup store. That's a bit... I could make that a little bit smaller. We are going to use stove cam. I haven't... It's not switched on yet. I'm going to deal with it in a while because I found out that I can switch it on later, and then it means it doesn't get really, really, really hot. Splendid trousers. Thank you, Robin from McDara. Pajama pants. Okay, let us read the recipe. Are we ready? Let me get this recipe. We have, it's one pot, so, oh no, I'm after clicking on ad for the bank. I don't want that. Jump to recipe. Big shout out to Jump to Recipe. We need, write this down. Actually, I'm also going to write it down so that I don't have to keep going back to my phone. We 4 tablespoons of salted butter. To bisps, that's a to bisp to you and me. Salted butter. We need 1 large yellow onion chopped. Now, you know my favorite thing is chopping onions. I don't even know why I'm writing with so much detail. I've already been to the shop. A pound of mushrooms, which is like about 500 grams-ish. It's less. It's like 476, I don't know. I'm just saying 500 grams of mushrooms. We can figure it out later. 2 cups of stock. We're going to go chicken stock. You can go vegetable stock if you want to. Make sure this is vegetarian for you, obviously. If you want this vegan, you can probably just sub in... You can probably sub something out for the butter, to be honest, like, and you'd be grand. This wants milk as well, so I think you can probably put a bit of coconut in. Now, obviously, you're going to get the coconut flavour, but, like, it might be good, it might be good. It might be good, it might be worth trying. What do we got? A half a cup of dry red wine, which is, oh, what was that, like 100 and... I have a thing, don't I? Dry white wine. Now, I did a really, really smart thing when I went to the shop yesterday. Can you make the stew that makes you blind for 1 day? Oh, the 1 day blinding stew. I'll see what I can do. But before I see what I can do, we have something very important for you from Shiffy to everybody. We have, for the people on this day today, on this Saturday, not something you get very often, we have a shark close-up. And Brie is here to do the honours and bring a bit of pep into your step on this Saturday. Oi, 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 oi. If you've not had a shark close-up before, I need you to know it is free and easy to give Shark a hug. And this shark hug is distributed evenly between Brie and Oscar. They both get it, don't worry. They both get the hug. Don't worry. Dave is there as well, don't you worry about him. Don't worry about him, he's cool. He's hanging out, you know. Oh, you know. You know. You know. I hope you do with this I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. So yeah, I did the very smart thing of going into the shop yesterday without my phone. Do I know what a dry white wine is? Not really. I know wine. I know it's there. I know it hangs out. I know it's hanging around. Savi, thank you so much for 6 months in advance and all. You're very kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. I picked out this little bottle. I didn't want a full bottle of white wine because I don't want, because if it's open then it has to be drank or it has to be thrown out. It gets a bit weird, you know? It gets a bit funky. Or I'll put it in the fridge and forget about it, and that's an awful waste, you know? Awful waste. So we have this. I'm gonna put this like here because I'm gonna put it away again in a few minutes. This is this bottle is not very much. It's 18.7 centiliters, which for the rest of us that's like 187 mil or something like that, which I think is not far off what we need. And if it's not exactly it, like we won't die. We won't die. We need 118 milliliters, so we have a little bit left over. Little bit over. What else do we need? Yeah, it's a teeny tiny little bottle. Always drink responsibly. I'm not going to be drinking this. It's for the soup. I'm after losing my tab again now. Here we go. Come on, you can do this. You know when you reopen a tab in your browser and it just goes to a random part of the page? No, it's blank. It's gone completely blank. You can even see the refresh rate on my phone. Okay, I'm gonna just refresh. What's a cent? A CL is used in the measurement of wine. I don't know if it's all spirits. I think it might just be wine.
I asked at my local grocery for a bunch of vegetables. They said they had carrot, potato, and mushroom, but when I got them, they were covered in soup. The store said, of course, they're all in stock.
What am I gonna do with you? What am I gonna do with you? Exit, thank you for the bits. I would be worried if I didn't hear one out of you, to be fair. Okay, let me tell you. So centiliter is it is the you have a milliliter, that's the smallest amount, like 1 milliliter. A centiliter is 10 milliliters. Yes, a centiliter is 10 milliliters, and then a liter is, I know, like it's 1,000 milliliters. That's right. I think it is used for all spirits. Look at, how are you doing? I'm just gonna check. I've a bottle of Hennessy here from Christmas. Yes, it's a 70cl. Yeah, of course, 70cl bottle of XYZ. 70cl bottle of that. You don't say. I don't know why. It's just the way of it. Yeah, this deciliter. You're really getting into it, Perfals. I've seen that before. Not often, but I have seen it. I've seen it. Who's the wine think it is being better than milliliter? I know, like getting mad notions. Scarlet Team Hill, I'm doing so well today. I want to make sure I don't overdo it, but I'm doing so well. Right, where were we? Dry white wine. I don't know if this is a dry wine or not. It's a Sauvignon Blanc. I don't know if that's dry or not. It looked kind of dry. It sounded dry. I don't know that much about wine. I just know what I like the taste of, what I really, really don't like the taste of. A bit of Blanc. A bit of Blanc. And then 2 teaspoons of dried dill. Dried specifically. So I did get a thing of dill. Not to be confused with dill pickles from the Rugrats. 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme leaves. I do have fresh thyme. 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme. Do you think I could pirate the thyme? No, I already have thyme. I have thyme growing. I'm out of time, and I'm out of... Minced as well, so I'm going to mince those up real good. Sauvignon Blanc is dry, not literally. I used to always get confused about how that worked. It's dry, woo! Let's put it over here. Master time, yeah, I'm not that fresh. You never know. We need 2 teaspoons of paprika. It's going to give a nice little bit of it's going to bring some paprika to the recipe. A tablespoon of Worcester sauce. I'm just going to say work. A tablespoon of work. A teaspoon of salt. Kosher salt. I'll just use whatever salt. Kosher just means there's nothing in it to stop it from caking, as far as I know.
After the stock debacle, I went back to the store to get some new vegetables. I picked up potatoes, carrots and parsnips and put them in my tote. The clerk asked, "Aren't you getting any more?" I held the bag up and said there's not much room.
Forget the Joker, thank you for the bits. You're on one today, lads. This is what happens if I leave you one unscheduled day unattended. Oh my goodness. I'm running out of space on my page. 3 tablespoons of flour. A cup of milk. Whole milk, ideally. A quarter cup of sour cream, which I do have. I didn't have it for the tacos. I have it today for some reason. I actually have it. Do you know what? What date is today? Today is the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th. It is, isn't it? Is it the 5th? Yeah, because Tuesday was April Fool's. Is it in date? Where is it? Oh no, it might be. Maybe it's out of date. Maybe it got thrown out. Why am I cursed to never have sour cream? I could have sworn there was sour cream in here that was in date. For like the 9th. Oh, it must have gotten fecked out. I think it was out of date. My bad. Well, once again, I find myself sour creamless. Not a phrase I enjoy saying. But since this is suspicious stew, I think we'll be all right. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. But then we have optionally lemon juice and parsley. I don't have any parsley, but I do have lemon, and the suspicious stuff comes later on. So, wait, what do I have to? I'm sure I have to chop up the mushrooms. Sliced. I got to try and put a little bit of authenticity, just a little bit of authenticity in. A little bit.
Cake. Why did the mermaid wear seashells? Because she grew out of the shells.
I hate that that's good. I hate that I didn't think of it. Why didn't I think of it first? Okay, so let me tell you what we're doing. So in Minecraft, to make suspicious stew, you need brown mushroom. Is it like, oh, what's the red mushroom called? It's not poison, but what's the, the red one with the little dots on it? What's that called again? Ding, 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 ding. That one. Is it just called a mushroom? Brown mushroom, red mushroom, wooden bowl. I don't know what it's called in Minecraft, the only thing. And suspicious ingredient. And your suspicious ingredient is a flour most of the time. And they all give different effects. And I'm going to have to go on a little adventure. Now, before I do anything, I'm going to tell you right now, please, and this is coming back around to the gardening thing again, do not eat flowers without knowing what they are. Some flowers are not edible. Some flowers are very edible. You see like sugared pansies and stuff on cakes or whatever. Do not randomly eat flowers. Same with mushrooms. If you're out in the wilds, out in a walk, and you see mushrooms, don't just pick them up and eat them. It might be one of the last things you ever do. With flowers, like, they can be poisonous. There's flowers I'm going to grow in the garden this year that are poisonous. Like, they mightn't kill you, but they're going to make you very, very sick. Don't eat foxgloves. Don't eat anything from, like, the lupin family. If you want to eat a flower, be, like, 100% sure you know what it is. Get a second opinion. Get a third opinion. Maybe just don't even eat it if you're not sure. A dandelion. Must be the last of the season. For the officer, you do it. The little boops and the little, what about trees? Depends on the tree. But yeah, please don't eat flowers without knowing what they are. If you're not sure, look it up and then look it up again and then get opinions from like 3 other people. Don't scan it into feckin' like, I don't know, like ChatGPT or anything like that, because there's a good chance it will be wrong and it might get you so sick that you need to hold your legs on with your arms, okay? So yeah, don't Google Lens it. Don't Google Lens it. It's not worth the risk. Not worth the risk. Good news from Salty Scandinavian. I just got back from shopping and for the first time in 15 years I found a pair of comfortable jeans. As someone who can never find comfortable jeans, not that I look anymore, I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. We love to see it. We love to see it. We love to see it. Anti-cake never lets us have any fun. You can eat them, but you won't be happy about it. You can eat anything. You shouldn't eat most things, to be honest. Oh my goodness. Oh, but comfy jeans. Difficult to do. I gave up on jeans years ago because I'm shaped like Mewtwo and nobody makes jeans for that. At least not ones I want to wear. Let's start slicing these. I forgot to finish cleaning the knife. I was using the knife yesterday and I forgot to actually finish cleaning it. Hang on. Something caked itself onto this knife.
The stream promo image promised us a red mushroom, a red tulip and a brown mushroom. I don't see a tulip or red mushy cake sus.
I am sus, it's true. It's true. You're gonna just have to trust me on this one, lads. Maybe. Knife. What was I using for what? Which one did I wipe? It doesn't matter, I'll get a new one. I thought I was missing a load of tea towels. Turns out they actually just got folded in with my washing and I found them like under my pajamas in a drawer this morning. Oops. Because you know, you do all the folding and you're like, great, that's fantastic. And you stack everything together and I just scooped it all up and put it in the drawer together because I'm a fool. Kelly Ken says, I found one type of comfortable stretchy jeans, bought 6 pairs of them. The only way to live, if you're a jeans wearer, if you find ones that are comfortable, you just go for it. I have one, no, actually, I'm not telling you the jeans thing because the Versace ones make me sad. I need to get them fixed. But I got a pair of jeans in Uniqlo and they're comfy, but they're too long. They fit they fit for the most part, but they're like this much too long. And so I need to like turn them up properly. You remember when you could just roll up the end of your jeans and say it's fashion? I'll just do that, I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. I'm doing it one. I'm doing it one. I'm doing it one. I'm crazy. So I do have 2 different types of mushrooms. I was not going to put a suspicious red mushroom into the soup, as you can imagine. Sky of Roth, hello. How are you doing? What is going on? How are you getting on? Absolute a dink donk back to your good self as well. Maybe we need a dink donk emote. I don't know. I have a few more on the way for you. It's just, you know. Artists are mad busy. I don't want to be. I would never rush anybody. It's a good time. We have the opposite problem. It's hard to find jeans my size and leg length combined. Oh, it's tough stuff. It's tough stuff. Like genuinely. I'm putting the time over here for when we have time. I'm going to put my notes here where I can kind of see them without leaning in weird directions. And I'm gonna just be bumpy, bumpy, ba-ding, bumpy, ba-ding, bumpy, ba-ding, bump. Sim Cows, thank you for 29 months. Hello. How are you doing, lads? I'm so fresh today. I don't want to jinx it, but do you know? Oh, sorry, loud noise. I'm going to put the mushrooms into this once I have them chopped. Where can I put everything where I'm not in the way of myself? Hang on. If I move this over here, I have a sip of my water because someone asked me to, and I should. Bart says, you know, you can eat a dandelion, it just don't taste good. You can eat dandelions. Don't immediately go outside and rip up a dandelion and eat it. There are types of dandelions you can eat. You can eat the leaves of some of them. I don't know which ones, don't ask me. Consult a professional. Consult an actual horticulturalist. And make sure it's clean. Don't just grab it off the side of the road. You don't know who's been, lifting their leg there. Okay, we got that there. We got that there. That's good. That's it. If I move this. But this here? This here? Yeah, exactly, Tarek. Exactly. You don't want that happening. So, our question. I didn't read the instructions out to you. What am I doing? Melt the butter in a large pot over medium heat. When the butter is melted, add onions and mushrooms and cook, stirring occasionally until onions are soft and translucent, about 8 minutes. Add the stock, white wine, dill, thyme, paprika, Worcestershire sauce. I'm so sorry, I can't say that, but sometimes I get to the first letter and I'm like, I could say it properly. No, mess. And then I don't know which one I want to do. Worcester sauce and salt. Bring to a boil over high heat, reduce to a simmer over low heat and cook, stirring occasionally until the liquid reduces by a third, about 10 minutes. Now, it says a large pot. That's a pan. That's a pan. They're showing me a pan, but I'll use a pot just to keep them happy. In a small bowl, whisk flour into the milk until smooth. Add the milk mixture to the soup and cook, stirring occasionally until the soup begins to thicken, about 10 more minutes. Over low heat, slowly stir in the sour cream, which we don't have, and lemon juice until fully incorporated. We'll wing it. It's fine. We can wing it. It's not that deep. We can wing it. We can wing it. We can do that. We can do that. Goodness from Baffle Twists, I just started, my first cross-stitch project since last year. Ooh, what are you cross-stitching? Tell me all about it. And meanwhile, I'm gonna start slicing up the mushrooms. So I got brown mushrooms and not brown mushrooms. What are these, like chestnut mushrooms? I should have looked at the packs before I, yes, chestnut mushrooms and closed cup mushrooms. These are the two types of mushrooms we're using in the, I don't know what you got, like in the, the crafting table. Do you know, lads, do you know what I'd love? Just a shout out to any woodworkers there. I want a chopping board for the kitchen that looks like the top of a Minecraft crafting table. Anyway, solid wood. I'd save up. I would save up for it. That would be so cool. I do know a woodworker. I don't know if I would feel right putting that much strain on him though. Which mushroom makes you grow larger? Oh, that one's coming out next year. I could use food coloring to make one of them red, but seeing what the food coloring did to me the other week, you know, it's intense. It's very intense food coloring. This is probably overkill knife for this. I don't know how small these need to be chopped up, but I'm just gonna go for it. We're leaving the stem on. I'm leaving the skin on. We're just gonna full send it. This is gonna take a while because I don't want to take my hands off. And we're cutting up all of these, so I'm gonna try not to dilly-dally too much. I love this knife. I love this knife so much. I love this knife so much. It's making my life so much easier. I should just put them over here and like have a few ready to go. Have a few ready to go. Ready to go. It would take longer with no hands. That's true, Jedi. That's true. Then you're dead right. Do you know what we haven't had in a little while, actually? Can we get a shout out for Jedi, who also streams and like really recommend streams like when I'm not around? Not that it matters either way, obviously, but you know, real chill hours. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Really like a real one. A real one. It's true. It's true. It's true. Has been known to play video games and have a good laugh. Is currently playing Dark Souls. I feel like everyone is on the Souls train at the minute, which is great fun, because it means we're all suffering together. Not that I feel like I'm suffering now with Bloodborne, to be fair, but do you know? Okay. We're gonna have a lot of mushrooms. Do you know what's really fun? McTar doesn't really like mushrooms. And I feel a little bit bad, but I'll have this soup. I'll have all this soup. I'll make something else that we can share. Oops. Gotta get going for work. Oh, Mango Walker, go to your work. We'll catch you again soon. Thank you for hopping in on a Saturday and all for everyone. A Saturday and all. Okay. Let's not worry what we're talking about in the stream. Oh no, not at all, Uncle. I mean, like, you know, whatever happens, whatever you chat about, you chat about. It just happens like that sometimes. It just happens like that. Father War, hello! How are you doing? Come in. Eat. Okay, hop. I'm doing this such a strange way. I'm not really. I'm just cutting it. It's fine. It's no big deal. We just have a million of them to do this. I don't know, Coco. Don't start me. Don't start me. I have a whole YouTube video about it. Don't start me. Don't. Nuh-uh. Acha. Yeah. Okay. We're locking in on getting these sliced up. We're locking in. I only have like 7 million more of them to lock in on. I have to say, having a good knife does make it easier. It does make it easier. I'm okay with you having this whole cereal as soup discussion. I'm just not going to contribute. I don't mind it going on in chat. I'm just going to like pointedly ignore you from this point on because I've now acknowledged you. Anyway, what's your favorite dinner food? Oh, come here. That's too big a piece to be there on its own. There we go. This will all cut, like all these bits that I'm cutting up, they will cook down. Mushrooms cook down. It's like, it's not quite the same as, you know, you get a little spinach, you put it in a pan or something, and it just goes. It's not quite like that, but it's not far off. It's not far off. Oh, it's such a nice day outside. I can't wait to do things, because I will actually have, you know, we have the long evenings now. This is some funky shaped mushroom. Look at this. It looks like this mushroom looks like a fidget spinner. Do you remember fidget spinners? Doesn't it? It looks like a little whew, 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 whew. Or, you know, if you get one in Ireland, start of February, it might be a Bridget spinner, so. Okay, got those. There's going to be some slightly bigger bits. I know, I actually do have a fidget spinner somewhere. It might be on the... No, 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 I'm not getting distracted. I'm not getting distracted. We're getting all of these feckin' mushrooms cut up before I go off and do anything else, because we'll have a little downtime while the soup is simmering, do you know? Don't you +2 me. Somebody came into my YouTube comments there the other day, and this isn't a bad thing. I think it's really funny. So, you know, regularly people are funnier than they are anything else in YouTube comments, thankfully for me. And someone said something like, I seemed like a cross between a VTuber and Northern Lion. Which, like... you know, I mean... It's not insulting because he's funny, but... Yeah, a streamer and a streamer. I had someone on Blue Sky say that when they followed me, they thought I was just a VTuber, which, like... To be fair, especially since I started changing a lot of my social stuff over to picture of the model instead of picture of me, because somehow that's, I don't know, feels more comfortable in a weird way. Even though I'm right here on camera looking directly at you with my flesh face. Don't like that. I don't know. I don't know. You get it. Yeah, you get it. It's one of those things, you know? It feels fun. I also, in the last couple of years, I don't know if it's streaming or what, I have started to really not like having to pose for photos, especially selfies. I used to just like take I take outfit photos of what I'm wearing, and I'll still do that occasionally, that's fine. But I've got this inability to like, if I have my phone, I want to take like a nice little like, I'm just like, it's like I lose the ability to do it. I used to be able to do it on command. I can't do it anymore. If someone asked me to take a picture for like a promo for something I'm doing for, like when I was going to a KumaCon, I was like, can I just use the same picture from last year? I don't remember which one I actually used in the end, but they were nice about it anyway, thank goodness. I feel you, I can't take a decent selfie. Yeah, I used to be able to. And like, I wouldn't be there like all day like, MySpace angle, Bebo angle, but like, I can't do it anymore. I don't do it anymore. I can take a fine outfit photo. And I can't do anything, I can't take a selfie. I don't know. It is the difference of photo and video. Sky Roth, you're dead right. If you feel like, this is actually something, I know that probably sounds like, low self-esteem. What I actually will say to you is, seeing yourself on video camera versus in a photo is huge. If you feel really like self-conscious in photos, watch a bit of video of yourself where you're not like posing for the camera, you're just walking around or you're doing something, or like, you know, if I'm on stream and I'm just walking around doing stuff and not like the whole time, like, you look a lot more natural and a lot more real, do you know? Not that you're not real in a photo, but you know what I mean. It's very hard for a photo to capture what you actually look like. Yeah, you go third person mode, like genuine. You're like, I actually look completely normal, come to think of it. And that's nice. That's reassuring sometimes if you're not feeling it. Pool Soup, hello. It's from Minecraft. It's the suspicion. Should I have written that in the title? I thought I did. I must have forgotten. Yeah, candid is someone in their true state. And, you know, it can be intimidating because sometimes someone takes a picture of it when you're like unhinging your jaw to eat a burger the size of your head. But look, that's part of life, you know? And think about it this way. People around you see you like that and they still like you and they still think you're cool. And they probably, you know, think you look cool or at least like completely normal, so. It's actually a really nice thing I started thinking recently is, well, maybe I see a picture of myself that I don't like, but if, you know, other people see me like that and they think I look fine, you know? Very important to reprogram your brain from, God, every filter under the sun. I'm not trying to get preachy. I'm actually going to go back to talking about the mushroom soup. Heather says, I only feel good taking a selfie when I'm cosplay. I suppose then you know what you know what to expect, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? You're just not your type. Sometimes you're just not your type, but you're like, well, if other people think I'm nice. I was reminded on YouTube the other day, by the other day, I mean yesterday, everything's the other day to me now. I'm like a toddler with my ability to conceptualize time. I still owe you a Hatsune Miku cosplay from like nearly 2 years ago. Do you remember the charity stream we did, like June 2023, when I made the really tall cake, the super tall rainbow cake? that will happen soon. I had a plan in my head for it, and then I couldn't do that plan, so now I have a new plan in my head, but I'm doing like 100 things and getting like 2 of them done, so it will happen. I've done a cosplay stream before. It's the only time I've, well, cosplayed, and in my head cosplay is different to dressing up for Halloween. You know, that's a whole different level of effort and expectations and all that kind of stuff. I did have the Gura cosplay that time. That was really fun, actually. I think I still have that cape around somewhere. I kind of hoped I wish I'd gotten a bigger size, because it would be nice to just throw on around the house. It's kind of cozy. Helen the Short has a cat on the keyboard. Good news from Archangel Ellie. Speaking of photos and videos, me and my friends were out on Wednesday, and one of them got great photos, and they're the first photos that anyone else has taken of me that I really love. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. That's such a nice feeling, like when you get a few like that, you're like, hey, because then you start to reprogram your brain to be like, actually, yeah, I do look cool and normal, you know? I look cool, I look normal, and I'm having fun. That's a huge one. When you see like a video or a picture of yourself laughing, you know, how can, and I'm not being angry at you, but I'm like, how can you look at a picture where you're laughing or you're smiling and be like, wow, I look terrible. You're having a great time, you know? You're having a great time. Don't let something that literally does not matter cloud your memory of a nice experience, you know, for a little thing like that. Brazy Bernhardt, thank you for 16 months. Thank you so much. How are you doing? James says, the Gura cosplay, if anyone remembers, is always the stream where Cake turned off the cooldowns on sound alerts, and we got Mama Luigi DJ tag. I need to dig that back up. That was so funny. I turned off... Okay, let me tell you. Hands up anyone who was not here for the Gura cosplay stream, because that was also, I think, like a charity goal or a sub goal or some sort of goal. And I'll tell you all about it. What I did at some point, and I don't think I was charged, I think I charged bits for a while, and I was like, okay, listen, there's millions of us here, and we're having a bit of crack. I made it like channel points, because there was also fewer of us here. And I made it channel points to use the sound alerts. And it went, I was going to say, it went as well as you expect. No, it was very fun. It was so fun, because the soundscape was in shambles, but there was at one point just a bit of silence. And it just came in with, that's Mama Luigi to you, Mama Luigi, that's Mama Luigi to you, Mario. And then it started immediately into the roar from Big Enough, the ah, it was amazing. It did sound like a DJ tag. Thoughts, hello, was a sub goal from before I was subbed. That's, yeah, it was from a while back, because I did a lot of sub goals in the first year or two of streaming, and then I realized that I could not realistically keep up with all of them. So that's why I only do them now and then, to make sure I can actually do them. I still owe you a keyboard building stream, which I'm considering. And when I say building, I'll probably get, I think I'm going to get a keyboard that I've been looking at, because I miss my F keys. And I'm going to maybe just, you know, get an extra little, what do you call the thing you put underneath? Dampening pad for inside, like a foam pad, because I don't like a sound of a keyboard. I like it to be, you know, little, you know, that kind of feeling. Massive Legend, it'll come along soon, don't worry, it'll happen. Tina has good news. I've been doing an art project drawing mini portraits of people in my life, and nothing makes me smile as much as easy as looking back through videos of them smiling and laughing. That's so cute. See, like, that's... Plant pots. Done. Plant pots. Easy. Don't let me throw these out. We're doing gardening today. Plant pots. Reduce, reuse, ikiki. Cake, I'm currently grading student essays. I can feel my brain melting. No, good luck. Can we get a good luck for Death Bunny Girl? I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. You've made it this far. You've made it this far. You can keep going. No old school IBM keyboards with the noisy keys for Cake. It's what I learned on was an IBM keyboard from, like, it was a 1980s PC I learned to type on. I was telling you this only the other day, I think. The other day. Could have been any time between yesterday and 7 years ago. But yeah, that's what I learned on. And McDara had a keyboard once. And even he didn't like it. I'm not dunking on him. He didn't even really like it either. And McDara types, like, probably a little faster than me. But was typing a lot because he was working from home. This was before COVID lockdowns. This was before people were working from home regularly. It was unusual that he was working from home, but he was working from home. And he had a keyboard. And I swear to God, it was like somebody putting a load of dice in... It was like somebody putting a load of dice in a plastic lunchbox and going like... it was really loud. And eventually he was like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm just going to rinse off the knife before I chop anything else. Not that I'm going to cross-contaminate the mushrooms, but just to make sure it's, it's fresh and ready to go. So fresh and so clean. Just so fresh and clean. Is that Cherry MX Blues, those super loud ones? It might have been those. I have Cherry MX Browns on my keyboard upstairs, and they're nice, and to be honest, I think the keyboard would sound nicer if I just put a little pad inside it, because it gets a little, when you can hear the spring on the bigger keys, like the bang. If I don't have any music playing, I can hear that, so I'm just like, yeah. But the Cherry MX Browns are nice. I've been looking at, because I don't want to go too mad, what's this brand? Ajaz? It's supposed to be like a budget keyboard brand, and to be honest, like the reviews I've seen, the stuff is nice. I'm not affiliated with any keyboard brands, by the way, but the Ajaz, I can't remember what it's called. It has a little like a volume knob. It has the F keys. It has a few little bits on here. It doesn't have the numpad, and to be honest, like I know this is controversial. I don't use a numpad. I'll use a numpad like very occasionally, not often enough to need it, and I like having the extra bit of space on my desk, A keyboard sponsor incoming. Hello, Mr. John Ajaz. I'm in the pocket of big keyboard. How are you supposed to trust anything I say now? To be fair, my current keyboard I got off of AliExpress, and it was the first time I ever bought myself a keyboard, and I love it. I still love it. I just really, especially with playing loads of Minecraft and stuff, I miss my F keys, and they are there. I just have to like, and that's just when you're running around and you're trying to check your FPS and whatever. I'm gonna get a bowl for the onions. This'll do. Doesn't have to be fancy. I like numpad. I'm ready to calculators. I have a numpad on my laptop, which, not joking, the only time I ever used it is when I'm putting in my PIN to unlock the laptop. So, Okay, I need somewhere for the waste because this will be messy as well. I'll get a second bowl for the waste. And just hope I don't mix them up. Dvorak has good news. You got the job! You got the job! SpongeBob, you got the job! Oh, that's great. Please give it up for Dvorak. I'm so excited for you. And the Switch 2 comes on your birthday. I'm so happy for you. Oh my god, that's huge. Big if true, and it is true. So very big. Oh, I'm so happy for you. That's so nice. That waiting when you don't know and you're like, I think it went well, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's excruciating, but I'm so excited for you. We love to see it. Do get yourself a good treat when obviously get the bills paid and stuff, but get yourself a good treat at your first paycheck. What did everybody get at their first paycheck if you were able to buy a treat? Because I'm thinking back and I'm like, I don't think I did. Like when I was working my first job. Actually, no, that's a lie, because my first job was working in the Gaeltacht, and I think I was able to squirrel away and get myself, like, a nice blouse or something. Nintendo Wii! Oh, very nice. A tattoo, very nice. Comic-Con tickets, very nice. Nabantara says I got a keyboard without a numpad, but with FN keys. I got a USB numpad separately for a few times I needed. Do you know what? Mad you should say that. I was thinking of getting a separate numpad, just in case. Just in case. Like, I'll probably need it only very occasionally, but, if it's not expensive, it doesn't have to be fancy, if it does the job. $60 of Steam games on sale, Zadia, that's a good way to live. That's a good way to live. How you doing, Zadia? Hope you're very well. Thark says secondhand PS2. Oh, yes, so good. Chunky or slim, there's not really any wrong answer. Onion crunch noises. It's pretty crunchy onion. I got it yesterday, it's the biggest one I could find, and they were all the same price. Actually, no, I think it was done by weight. I think it might have been by weight. Either way, I think it was like 69 cents, so you can make a wish on that if you want. Blink 182 tickets for Tom Left. Oh, that's a good one. Concert tickets are a nice one because, that's an experience. You remember that forever, Oh, Zay, you don't have a PC? Well, not yet, you don't. You might someday, you never know. Farandel, hello, can't take some at work because the stew's going good. Thank you. We've been chatting a lot because I feel like I missed out on a lot of chatting yesterday, but the soup is not going to take very long, so my hands are destroyed. Just in mushroom stuff, Marissa Buchanan says, my first work pay was when I was 15 and working as a lifeguard at the local pool. I saved all summer and bought my first bass guitar. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's like something out of a film, which I suppose, of course people save up and get nice things, but there's something about getting the bass guitar, But Ghost, will this stew make my daughter for one day? It might, but I think it's likely to make your daughter blind for one day. It being the one day blinding stew. But Ghost, come on here. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hello. Look at us. I think my first paycheck. Hades. Oh, that's a good one. Jedi says my first paycheck. I got myself a weekly bus ticket and a cake from the corner shop. A lot of people will get a cake, and I think that's really sweet because you get to, you go home and have a little treat, Angela Ballest, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, I'm so sorry if I'm not. I'm allergic to onions but can eat spring onions and leeks. Allergies are weird. Listen, I'm allergic to cucumbers. I completely get it. But I can eat pickles. Are leeks as an alternative in recipes good most of the time? It's a much milder flavour. Depends on your palate, to be honest. It depends on the recipe, it depends on the flavour you want from it. Leeks are gorgeous. Leeks are a very mild flavour, which can be a good thing. Can be a good thing. It depends on what you're making. I'd say try it out, see if you like it. Depends on it in a soup. Oh, leeks are great in a soup, though. Milk and Cookies Moon! I would say it's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. I'm trying to remember what specifically, because I said, a blouse, but No, I didn't buy a pair of boots. My mum bought me those as a birthday present. Because my first paycheck was obviously like a million years ago. My first paycheck was technically when I was... there's a thing you can do in Ireland. I don't know if they do it in other countries. When you're in school, where you can go in when you're not doing your leaving cert or like state exams, and you can sit outside the door and bring tea and biscuits in for the examiner, and you get paid money for that. And I applied and I got paid money for that, and I don't remember what I got out of it. I don't know, maybe I just put it into credit union, who knows? Which would have been the smart thing to do. I feel like I did get myself something, but I genuinely don't remember. It's been a while, it's been like a couple of 100 years since then. My first paycheck came from an odd day's word at a writing school, and they paid, £25 a day back when I was like 14. I mean, I suppose if you were going anyway, but Odd day's work. Sorry, I was trying to... Oh, hang on. The outer layer of this needs to come off. It's messing up the whole show. Odd day's work. There's a lot of stables and stuff that will do that. I very briefly went horse riding. Could not keep going because it was expensive. But a lot of people just hang around, and then you end up knowing things, and then they end up having you doing work around the ways, and then suddenly you're doing classes, I've seen it happen. It could happen to you. But only if you can see the horses. If you can't see them, then it's a whole different ballgame, It's a whole different ballgame. Arcade News says, only really similar, but I saved really good this month and treated myself to the Phantom Thieves edition of, Persona 5 Royal. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Oh, hang on. Who's getting congration? Hang on. Oh my god, laptop, please. Where's my laptop? Something's not... Can I just take a second? Something is weird with my laptop. It's like chugging. I bet it's trying to download a Windows update. Will you give me 1 second? It's really chugging. I tried to scroll up in chat and it kind of went... What's 8 and... That doesn't seem right. Why is... Oh. So there's a fun thing. No. This is, this is actually my fault. This is my fault. There's a fun thing that'll happen in OBS when you keep adding sources to your... Or when you keep adding sources to your scenes. A scene is like this is Stovecam scene. There's nothing there at the minute. But see the, chat is a source. Live reaction, the camera, those are sources. If you keep adding loads of those and you forget to delete them, they start to take up resources. So I'm going to go studio mode for a second, and which means that I can just tidy up some things without messing around with the stream too much. Because there's loads of browser sources just hanging around that I do not need. So I'm going to see if this makes any difference, because I had noticed it's been chugging a bit much. Okay, that's Stovecam. I need that. What's baking? That's me. There's another source here that I'm not using that I can delete. I think I used it for recording once. Okay, now I'm going to take a second and talk amongst yourselves. I use OBS and it's usually fine, but I have not been very good to keep it tidy. So I'm actually going to do that right now. I know this is me getting distracted. I know it's me getting distracted. but it's important for me to do this. What is this? I have no idea what that is. I'm going to delete it. I have it in studio mode, so you can't see what I'm doing. That is deliberate, don't worry. What the hell is that? What is that? Excuse me. Oh, hang on, that's an NDI feed. No, we don't need that. What's the text? No, we don't need that. We can delete that. Clean up, clean up. I have to do my share. Clean up, clean up. Oh my god, what's over there? Clean up, clean up. I can delete this. No, not rename. I can delete this one too. Clean up, clean up. What's this? Don't need that. Cathonia the Inhuman! We will see you soon. Be good, we will catch you again. I'll be done soon. I just want to do this because my laptop is screaming. It's not happy with me at all. Oh yeah, geez, I've loads of browser sources and everything that are not needed. No wonder it's roaring at me. The poor laptop. You know what? I'm Switzer. I was waiting to see if the cleanup song would activate anybody. And lo and behold, it has activated you. Ooh. Media sources, I can delete these because they're not visible anyway. I can I can delete this. We're nearly there, and the laptop is calming down significantly. I'll check in on Task Manager in a second. We can delete this. I've needed to do this for so long, and I simply have not done it. I should probably do it on the laptop upstairs, or not on the laptop, on the PC upstairs as well. We're nearly there. Lads, you're going to be so proud of me. You're going to be so, so proud of me. Everything I have, like almost everything I have disabled, I can just delete. Not everything. Not everything, but almost everything. I think we're good. It's definitely not roaring as much. It's not chugging as much. Yeah, it's a bit of housekeeping to keep the machine spirit happy. I should have done this so long ago. It's still like 100% CPU, and I don't think OBS should be using quite that much of my CPU, but it's better. It is significantly better overall. I don't know how it's using so much of the CPU. It uses, like, I suppose, like, laptop versus PC. It uses way less of the one on the PC, probably because it's a PC. Why did I put this in here? It needs to go in there. Back to the matter at hand, which is chop onion. Oh, sorry, the congratulations. I got so confused and I got so distracted. The congratulations for Holy the Kitsune, who, you finished your thesis. Oh my goodness. Can we please give it up? Sorry, you did already. I got distracted. For Holy the Kitsune on finishing your thesis. That's huge. Huge work, huge news, huge moves. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I hope you get a good bit of downtime after that. Now, it's big work on the brain. Big work on the brain. Fair play to you. That's unreal. Huge moves. I don't even remember what we were talking about before any of this. Oh yes, things you bought with your first paycheck from work. I still can't remember what mine was. It must have been something, I don't know. It must have been something like, I don't know, some nice clothes or something. I genuinely don't remember. Because that would have been 2011. A while ago. I'm gonna just crack this bit off because it's a bit tough and weird. The rest of the onion's completely fine. Completely fine. I slept for 10 hours last night. Oh, so earned. So well deserved. Absolutely 100% resting hours. Hibernation hours. Oh, that's so cool though. Fair play to you. Yeah, I don't remember. I know the first thing I bought with my very first Twitch paycheck was my rent coverage for the month, but I don't remember. I think I actually just put it into savings, which is not very exciting. But I was kind of like, I feel like I'll need this. And I'm sure it then got spent on, like, I don't know, something. I may have bought myself a video game, I don't even know. No, Black and White wouldn't have been coming out around then, I think it was out already. Midnight Dragon Silver has good news. I finished rewriting my CV and personal letter to apply to get a promotion at work. Oh, good luck. Lads, can we get a big good luck for Midnight Dragon Silver? You don't know if you don't ask. You know, it's one of those things. Do you notice anything? You notice anything? I'm not crying. I've actually survived this onion chopping surprisingly well. I do need to stand back for a second because that second half was a bit juicier. Oh, goodness. Felsper says my first ever paycheck probably went to a Steam game or two. Yeah, probably something like that. When I got my first paycheck, I didn't really have the ability to buy stuff online unless I got, now this is something deeply rooted that might awaken a memory in some people, and maybe only for anyone who's Irish in chat. Do you remember 3V top-up cards? You remember those 3V cards? Where you could buy a voucher and have like a fake card to buy stuff online. Not fake, but like a one-time like top-up card. Because I didn't have like a debit card I could use online. It was a great little yoke. I mean, not much use now. Everyone has a debit card almost, but you know. I probably topped that up and bought like, I don't know. I probably bought something for Bodyline, I'm gonna be honest. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna give this a wash. Do I wanna wash it now? I kinda do. Yo, Hunt, hello, how you doing? Hello, hello. Excuse me. Joan Tucker says, my first paycheck is probably going to a Twitch sub, YouTube membership, or food first. Food for things that, excuse me, tangible things for your happiness and well-being first. Always first. Yeah. Holly says, the first substantial thing I bought with my paycheck was an anime poster. What anime? You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. Let me see, is there anything else we need to chop up? Excuse me. I do have to mince the thyme. You know, feck it, I'll do that now. I'll mince the thyme now. Excuse me. Yeah, ask Mazo why. I only ever used the O2 money card, then 3 took over and made it so you had to be 18 to use that. When 3 took over O2, it was over. I was with O2 for my phone for years, and when 3 took over, suddenly I just like, all the O2 customers were just kind of forgotten about, so. Yeah, I'm gonna get this back. I haven't washed it yet. I haven't put water on it yet. I probably should actually. I'll just give it, actually no. I'll just flip it over and I'll give it a good scrub. And it needs a bit of oil as well. Whew. 3 did what? 3, oh no, this is, I should clarify, in Ireland. O2 still exists outside, like the network still exists outside of Ireland, but in Ireland they were taken over by 3, which was worse. Oh, they're not great. They're not great. So I'll tell you my silly little story. I had pretty much unusable data for my phone, and I went into the store. I went into like the O2, or no, the 3 store, sorry. And I was like, hey, I'm a former O2 customer and my data's not working, what's going on? And they tried to tell me that it was my phone and that my phone was too old. And I was like, okay, all right, my phone was not that old. Like, it was maybe 2 years old. And they were like, oh, it's a bit, you know. And they were kind of humming and hawing about it. And I was like, that just doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right. And then I was going to go back in and have a word with them. And they put the price of the top-up up to 30 quid to get your free calls and texts. I was like, no. So I went to Vodafone. I went to a Vodafone store. And I went in and I goes to your man, hey, sorry, I'm looking to change networks. I didn't say who. Was like, I was just not having a great time with who I'm with. And I heard you have the, I was kind of chancing my arm. And I went in, I was like, I heard you have the €20 top-up deal that if you top up by €20, you get your free calls and texts. And your mom was like, oh, you know, I'm really sorry. We actually don't offer that. It starts at €30. And I was like, oh, I kind of knew what I was doing. You know when you do something, you don't really know what you're doing, but you kind of do. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And to be fair, it was beyond that was like at my limit. I couldn't afford it at the time. I was like, this was back when I was working retail. I was like, I'm really sorry. Like, I just can't afford that. And I turned on my heel to leave. Not dramatically. I just turned to leave. And this other guy came out and was like, wait. I can sort you out. So I got my €20 with my calls and texts because they were too afraid of me leaving. It was a quiet day as well. Your man was like, hang on, because he obviously overheard me. I didn't mean to bargain or anything. I was just like, I was genuinely like, I can't afford 30 quid a month. That is too much for me. Like at the time, I was scraping it by. Like, it was so funny. Your man was lovely then. He was just like, I'll put you through as a student. Don't tell anybody. I was like, don't tell anybody what? And I still, oh, there's a little flower on this one. I still have that, which is nice. They've never taken it away from me. Vodafone, if you're watching, you didn't hear me say any of this, okay? Vodafone, if you're watching, and if you take that away from me, I'm just going to start banging rocks together instead. You're not getting 30 quid. 30 quid a month is bill pay prices, and I don't have a use for that. I've never seen this man in my life. Yeah, when the commissioner almost walked out the door, like, no. They were lovely now, to be fair, they were lovely. And listen, the first person, they weren't doing their job, like, you know. They weren't doing their job. Baking Beach, thank you for gifting a sub to Spookly. Thank you so much. You're very kind. Sorry, this is going to take a minute because I want to make sure there's no bits of bark in here. Hole, the kitsune has good news. Counting my good news. Continuing my good news, by the way. As for getting some rest. Oh, my best friend's visiting me today. I bought myself a blackthorn branch for making a shillelagh. Ooh, very nice. Let us know how you get on. That's really cool. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. How much of this do I need again? 2 teaspoons. This is probably more than 2 teaspoons, but I'll just go with it. Jamie James says, I had to recently change my phone contract because with it going up in price every cycle, I'm paying over £10 less and now actually get unlimited. Ooh. Unlimited data and 5G. See, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. That's nice. I've got to say, ages ago, it's still quite cheap for calls and unlimited data. It's mad. I remember being mystified by bill pay. I know, like, for work phones and stuff like that, it makes sense. But I was talking to a cousin of mine, this is years ago, because most people would have pay-as-you-go or whatever here, and she had a bill pay phone, but she was like 14 with a bill pay phone. And I was like, why? How? But apparently in the States it was cheaper that way, or maybe it just was so uncommon to have pay-as-you-go, I don't know. So uncommon. Okay, all right. I need to stop yapping and actually get some stuff done. Is that it? Are we out of music? Oh, no, we have more. We have more. It's been 2 hours and I have nothing done. No, that's a lie. We've been chatting good. Nether Cup, hello, we've been chatting good. I have mushrooms cut. I have onions chopped. I have this almost good to go. Stigley says, my mom signed me up for bill pay when I was a teenager, and that sucked. Like, that's so expensive. And it's like, oh, well, you'll also get this phone. I'm like, it's not mine, though. I have to give it back at some point, you know? Barrett, hello! So far, like, so good. I'm having a great time today. How are you doing? Are you capable of stopping yapping? I am. I have a limit. I haven't found it yet for stream, though. I was going to say in real life. This is real life, but you know what I mean. When I'm off stream, I can stop yapping. Maybe I just save it all up for you. Kneecap and Hitler, hello, what potion effect are you hoping for your stew to have? I think we're going for, oh, feck, the health restoration. Is that the one I'm thinking? That's what I'm thinking. Texa, hello, the soup is not ready yet, but it's not far off. I'm just taking out the bits that are going to be mank. You don't want to chew into, like, a woody bit when you're having your soup. Huali the kids, and I thank you so much for your prime. You're very kind. You're very, very, very kind. Boing, you're very kind. Feldspar says, my phone plan's very cheap, but only 5 gigs a month because it's more than I need, because that's true, there's Wi-Fi in most places. For me, I've kept finding that there was Wi-Fi in, like, no places. When I was in college, our society room didn't have Wi-Fi until, like, my very last year. So I was running around trying to get Wi-Fi, do you know? Okay, all right. I think that's most of the woody bits out. I just don't like having them, you know, caught in my teeth and stuff. It's a bit mank. Yeah, we're locked in. Okay, now I'm going to mince this. Ooh, satisfying. Locked in. Oh, it smells so nice. Oh, I love the smell of thyme so much. It's so earthy and fresh, and I know, like, sage and thyme and stuff, they're almost like Christmassy kind of smells, but for me, it's just, I don't know, it's like, it smells like thyme, you know? I'm gonna just do another little one of these. I shouldn't do that with the knife blade, but it's nearly there. You can have the smell of what? Thyme. This is probably more than I need. I don't care. I'm just gonna put in a little thingamajig. I'll put in a yoki bob. This so that I can keep track of it. Lockie, be careful. Oh, I have to be careful with that knife because it's sharp. It'll take my hand off. And I like having hands. There we go. Hang on, there's a few big bits in there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Cake of Magic, hello! Suspicious Stew is cooking today. What else? Before I put everything away, where's my list? Where is my list? It's under the time. Do I need to cut up anything else? Not really. Nope. That's it. Everything's chopped. It's only taken me like 3 hours. I'm going to boil the kettle just so I can have the stock ready to go ahead of time. Because I'm a fecker for leaving it to the very last minute and then having it not prepared, you know? It's no good way to live. It's not. No good way to live at all? Nuh-uh. Drow Mika says, I got a question for you. Ooh. Boil the whole kettle. I do have a big enough pot. I feel like, you know what, I had a pot. I had a pot ready to go for the soup, and I actually don't think it's going to be big enough. Is Ave Sláinte, is that Irish? That's not. I think that's Gaelic. I think that's Scots Gaelic, which would be Scottish. It looks it, at least. I studied a little bit. Related language. Not geographically too far away, but linguistically far away enough. What am I looking for? What is my phone doing? Don't be doing things, phone. Okay, I have a plan. So, you're gonna have to not judge for this. The pot I need, the pot that would be the big enough size for what I'm doing, I think, with a bit of leeway, is currently holding some oil that needs to go to the recycling centre. Now stay with me. It is little enough that I can transfer it to another pot that is smaller, that is not as good for me, for what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer the oil across and then scrub the other pot. I'm going to have to do this very carefully because you don't want oil of this. You don't want this. No, it's not the drain. Don't put oil down the drain. I'm begging you, don't put oil down the drain. Unless you really don't like having a drain. Or if you really like paying lots of money to plumbers who will go nyeh at you. And like, fair enough in this case and all. Fair enough. So I'm going to need to take a minute. I'm going to need to take a minute and see if I can do this, okay? Bear with me. Or bear without me. Here, have the lid off the planter. Can we do this? Oh, chat, I think we can do this. Okay. What's up, chat? It's your girl, Oil Jumper. I know I'm doing this into the sink, but I'm not going into the sink. I'm putting it into a pot that's in the sink, because you don't want to put oil down the drain. Ooh. 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 Okay, but it worked. I'll have to take a few minutes to give this a proper clean now. I need to put a lid on this and move it over to where that was. Yup. Do not put oil down the drain. Like, really, it's not funny, it's not cool. You will not be able to put anything else down the drain. Okay, transfer it. We need very, very hot water, so I'm actually going to just use the water that I boiled up there for the stock to just give this a good melt, because there's not very much left in the pot. Like, it's a safe amount, which is really, really very not much at all. I'm gonna let that sit there for like 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna have to put the gloves on and start scrubbing. 5 minutes, if that's okay for everybody. If that's all right. I put oil in old oil containers. You can do that. That's actually a good way to do it. I need to get a funnel so I can do that. Can I pour my oil down my neighbour's drain? No. Because they'll catch you. They'll catch you. They'll kill you. They'll catch you. And then they'll kill you. And it might also affect your drain. So, you know, you have to think of that. You have to think of that. Thankfully, I've got no oil in my hands. I don't know how I managed that. But what we have to do right now, this minute, we have something going on. We have something going on right now. Right now, this minute. From Bug Curse. Bug Curse, it's your birthday! Bow, 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 bow. Happy birthday, Bug Curse! Oi, 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 oi! Do, 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 do. Ow! Do, 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 do. It's your Bug Curse today! It is your birthday! On this day today, I hope you're having a lovely day. On this, it's a sunny day, and I hope it's sunny for you, or I hope it's nice for you at least. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you, Buckers! I hope you're having such a nice day. And where'd you say you're going? You say you're going to the zoo? To the zoo? I hope so. I hope you're having a lovely time. Mwah. Okay. I'm going to let the timer go off in a minute. And I'm going to boil up a bit more water as well. Because we might need a second run of this. We will definitely need a second run of this. And that's okay. It'll be worth it. It's worth the effort. Some things are worth the effort. Some things are not. And a big part of life is deciding what isn't worth the effort. Maeve says, I've always put oil down the drain after mixing with hot water and dish soap and it's been fine. It hugely depends on how much. Like, if it's just enough to, if it's enough to fry up a few sausages, probably going to be okay. If it's enough to, like, deep fry, like, if you're talking this much, I wouldn't. There's no amount of mixing with dish soap that's going to help that, so just be very careful with it. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to sip my soap. Tá dí dhéanamh. Ag ó isce faoi láthair. Tá pote agam agus tá ag irí ag lána I gceart. Tuis go bhfuil bhí go leor oile istigh an. Agus tá sé ag tastáil don anra. So, sin céirtá á dhéanamh agam faoi láthair. Yeah, oil down the drain is not good for the water treatment plants, you know? Like a drop, probably fine. Don't go pouring it down. If it's a pouring amount of oil, then no. How does Kate decide what she's going to cook on cooking streams? I'm going to ask her. Hello? Hi, how you doing? How do you decide what to cook on cooking streams? I'm not sure. I just kind of wing it. Oh yeah, fair enough, okay. Okay, thanks. Alright, Slán. It is just vibes, Zargan. I was going to say exactly those words. It's vibes. It's whatever I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll do something themed because something's happening. Sometimes I'll just be like, I want to eat this, so we're going to make it. Suspicious snacks. Ooh. We have a vending machine. And in the vending machine, you can get for yourself foiled crisps, meaty peppers, blue kazoos. Oh, like Blue Regard Q kazoo. Simply bean pie or a 4-cheese crunch. The stream isn't choppy, is it? I'm very aware at how long it took for OBS to open that poll menu. I'm very aware of it. It took a while. It took definitely longer than I would have expected. Okay. I think we're about to be good to go. About to be. So we're going to put a little dish soap. That was a lot of dish soap. We're going to, from a safe height, like, just pour in a little more very, very, very hot water. And I'm going to get a scrub daddy that I don't care about too much. Fine for me, thank goodness. Okay, just making sure. Aren't all crisps foiled? Depends on the crisps. Some of them are in, like, plastic bags and all. Okay, the gloves are going on. That's how you know it's getting serious. Oh, individually wrapped crisps. You know, when I was in Japan, I was nearly expecting to find individually wrapped crisps. It was getting that way, you know. It was getting that way. I need to get myself moving. It's like 3:30. If I lose this Scrub Daddy sponge thing, it's okay. It had a good run. But actually, to be fair, everything's coming off okay. Hope you're enjoying the washing the pot ASMR. Oh, that's hot water. You'd almost think it came out of a kettle or something. That's mad. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, that is very hot. Which is the idea. Alright, if I'm missing anything in chat, I'll catch up with you in 1 minute, alright? Because as you can imagine, I can't see you right now. We're gonna get this nice and squeaky clean so that we can put good soup in it. Oh, it's coming up shining. It's coming up shining. Okay, cold water so I can get a bit more of a scrub on this. Sorry, the soundscape I'm sure is in shambles at the minute. Oh, nearly got it. Nearly got it. Nearly got it. Nearly got. There's one little mark that won't come off. And all this time I thought Mark was cool, you know, I thought you'd understand my plight. And I'm going to clean the underside of this as well because I don't want to put like a pot covered in oil on the bottom onto an open flame. Can you imagine? Oh, actually don't imagine. It's not very nice to imagine. Just don't even think about it. Forget everything you know. Got it. Clean. Beautiful, clean. Gorgeous, stunning. Fantastic, beautiful. And for good measure, I'm just going to give the lid a little scrub as well since I have everything here. The lid is actually fine, there's like nothing on it, but even still, you know. Even still, just have it nice and shiny. Nice and shiny. Excellent. Now, thank you for waiting for a minute. That was worth it. Yep. Right, how are we all doing over here? Are we going? What if I don't want to forget everything I know? Oh, that's okay too. We can sort that out. We can sort that. That's okay. Bro, out here glistening. Good news from Zargan. This is absolutely a small victory on the scale of things. I managed to get all my dishes clean and sparkling. That is not a small victory. That's a big victory. Even the air fryer basket. Beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. We love it. We love it. We love it. Oh, it's a tough thing to do, especially if you let it go for a little while. If you're busy or whatever is going on, you know, it can happen. It can happen. That's huge. Don't sell yourself short on that. That's huge, big if true, and I have it on good authority, direct from you, that it is true. Now, let's turn on the light over here. Let's see if we can get the stove cam working. Good news from doing wonders. I'm tending to my dishes. Yes! If you have dishes that need doing, you get the... Oh. Give me a second. You get the dishes done, and then you don't have to do them later. It's great. It's great stuff. I recommend. No, not burst. Not time-lapse photo. This one, maybe. 4. Ah, oh, beautiful. Beautiful. We're no longer upside down. And I'm down here. Ding, 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 ding. Excellent. I'm going to just change the tunes. Wait a second. Why did the laptop calm down as soon as I connected the stove cam? Why has OBS gone from using like 50% CPU to, what are we at now? 18. When I actually, I wonder if it was just like trying to look for it's a load bearing camera. It's like hovering around 20% CPU usage now. I wonder if it's constantly trying to check if the stove cam is working and like losing its mind about it. Yearning for stove view. Capture card constantly checking for input. Oh, that's such a pain. Well, at least now I know how to avoid that. I can just not have the capture card plugged in at all until we're going. Because that's so strange. Okay, all right, we're looking in, we're locking in. All right, we're locking in. Yeah, I think it was just looking for the stuff. It's not wireless at all. No, I have a wire, and I'm not being funny. I have a wire that goes all the way over there, across by the window. Don't worry, I don't have the sun shining directly on the capture card this time. Around there and over to here. Like, that's run the whole way around by the sink, up from the sink. It was all fully plugged in until it was turned on, so it must have been just like, where's the stuff? Where's the stuff? Where's the thing? Where's the stuff? Give me the stove, please. That must be it. That must be what's making it roar. Oh God, I wish at least now we know. Yeah, and now the laptop is not chugging, like everything's completely fine. Well, you know, it might be tech issues, but at least we're learning. Or I'm learning anyway. Now, where's my phone stand? Here we go. Haha. I'm gonna turn up the brightness on my phone so I can see what's going on. I'm gonna open up the recipe on my phone. Oops. Hang on, I'm very good at this. Oops. Oopsie whoopsie. Jump to recipe. Here we go now. Four tablespoons of salted butter. We know that one. You know that one. I'm gonna dry the pot first, just so it doesn't do anything weird. It's shining. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. Look at that. I'm so glad I'm so sorry I just conked you with that. I'm so glad I know what causes that, because now I can just deal with it. Yeah, the GoPro it's off but not off, so the card's like signal, and for some reason it's putting all of that stress onto the laptop, so. Chat, this is why I'm a blacksmith. Don't have to bother with computers. That's true. It's easier, I think. Physically more taxing, but it also means if you're a blacksmith, you have that grip strength and you can crush apples with your bare hands. I think. Yeah, the capture card was looking for its friend. Archangel A, genuinely, if you feel like you're banging your head against the wall with studying, do something else. Like, really, do something else. If your brain doesn't want it, you're just going to make yourself miserable. Take a little time out, take it easy, take it squeezy, and collect your free 4 cheese crunch that everybody in chat is getting. Everybody. You're all getting a 4 cheese crunch. You can all say thank you, Zargan. Zargan is supplying the 4 cheese crunch. 4 cheese crunch. 4 of the cheese crunches. Now. Oh, what a banger. Oh, that wasn't you! Oh, who? Jedi. Oh, Jedi's bringing the 4 cheese crunch then. No, Jedi, by all means, will you bring us the 4 cheese crunch? Oh, now that's a good little view and all. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice, very swish. Now, let's get, I have a wooden spoon. Wouldn't you know? I need to get some butter. The amount of butter I'm getting is, I don't know, like an amount. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. I think I might just use what's left in here. Bongmaster is good news. I've been offered the flat I really want to move in since my current home is being demolished next month on the 6th. Well, I'm glad you have the new place to go to. Congratulations. Oh God, I hope it works out fine for you. Oh my God. Why can I smell washing powder? Oh, something in there smells like washing powder. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm gonna eyeball it on the butter, it's fine. It's a soup, I can eyeball it. Who's going to arrest me? Me. I might arrest me. Dave might arrest me. But why would Dave do that? Aha. It went out. You cheeky little onion. Stay lit. Got it. Oh my god, I broke my own dream. I had a dream last night that I was trying to, I know it looks a bit mank, don't worry about it. I had a dream last night that I was trying to light the stove and it just wasn't having it. It just wasn't having it. It just didn't want to go. I'm going to get some of the other butter I got and just, you know, just a bit for good measure. Or. Just a good measure. Today's stream, says Cupcake Chemist, has inspired me to do things. I repotted my aloe plant and I'm going to conquer Dish Mountain. Let's go! Oh, I'm so excited for you to conquer Dish Mountain. It's such a good feeling to just get through everything that's piled up. Like, I know we have a dishwasher, but there's things that don't fit in there and they pile up, you know? They will still pile up even with the convenience of modern living. And it's such a nice feeling to just have it done. Just done and sorted. I'm going to get a knife. I'm just gonna eyeball it. It's gonna be a lot of butter, but it's the correct amount of butter, so. Let's just wash that butter off my arm because it's very hot. Okay, that was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I just wanted to be super careful. That could have been significantly worse. I'm good, I'm cool. Thank goodness, I'm good. I'm good. On the subject of stream inspiring things, it's inspiring me to get on with cleaning my desk up. Yes! Don't forget to give it a nice little wipe or something that smells nice after you give it like the actual clean. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I feel like it makes a difference. It might just be a psychological thing, you know? Okay, so we're going to let the butter melt down. Medium heat. Yeah, it's about medium heat. It's a big hob, but it's a big pot, so. And once that butter is fully melted, we're going to put in the mushrooms and we're going to put in the onions. It's a good amount of butter. You need a good, healthy amount of butter. Otherwise, sure, what are you doing, you know? Excited to finish the shamshir I've been working on now that my thesis is saying, oh, yes, 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 yes. Oi, 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 oi. Jedi has good news. I went shopping in the week and found jeans that fit. Yes, that's 2 people today who got jeans that fit and they fit so well and stretch and comfy and I'm excited. Yes! Who else was it earlier said they got jeans that fit properly and that they like? Oh, that's. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Do we just put them in together? I think we just throw them all in together. Yeah, it just says add onions and mushrooms and cook stirring occasionally. Whoop. Oh, I'm so glad I got the big pot. I'm so glad I went through the effort of just cleaning it. That's, good God, that's a lot of mushrooms. They look like they're supposed to be cut up about like that, so I'm gonna hope that's right. We might need to add a little more butter. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll give a... Geez, we're gonna have a hard time stirring this. Move this away. I feel like we maybe needed a little more surface area. Maybe it needed a pan. Who knows? Who cares? Let's check it every like 2 minutes. I can come back over to here. Whoop, and I can... Whoop. No, wrong button. I can... Whoop. Hang on, I'll move the stew. I can just put it there. There. Starstruck, don't worry about it. I haven't got the suspicious part yet. How are you doing the Starstruck? Come in. Do IKEA put all their trousers on their most famous shelving? Do they have a Billie Jeans? Maybe they do. Huge pot in the wok burner. I see. I was thinking of putting in the wok burner. Do you know the problem with the wok burner? It burns too much. The lowest setting on that is too hot, and I'm not joking you. It's really hard. You can't turn it down low enough, which is a shame. You can't turn it down low enough at all. It just gets way too hot. And that is suspicious. That is suspicious. I have to say the insult here actually tastes, it's pretty nice. I've been having the insult ears. It's the peaches and cream one. It's really nice. It's very nice. Live shroom reaction. Love my wok burner. I actually really like it as well. I just wish it would go lower. Just like a little tick lower would make the... Hello, I'm suspicious stew. Maybe I should put that somewhere else. I'll put it up here. Up here. Here. That's not going to overlap with my head. And say jump right here. Excellent. Perfect. Puffle, did I say hello to you? Hello. Hello, how are you doing? Extra ingredient, unofficial, current poll. Lumbergreen sludge, flakes of rusted stuff. 1 dash of effervescing juice. Vanilla extract or an RTX 5070. You're going to have your own home generator to run the 5070, I hope you know, so. Beep, 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 beep. Dong, 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 dong. Oh, I should change this over.
You've been Tilda Swinton.
God! Hello, Nicotendo, how are you doing? I can't believe it. You know, I live a good, honest life. I live a good, honest life out here, and yet, even a good, honest person cannot escape being Tilda Swinton. Let's give that 3 minutes. We'll give another stir. It's gonna take a while. Nicotendo, how are you doing? And thank you for the bits. You're very kind. You're very kind. There's not much room left in that pot. That's why I went for that one. Because the other pot is like this big. They're IKEA ones we got years ago, and they're great. They're great, but you know. Leah Delon has good news. Our robins, yes, our robins have come back and built their nest in our garden. This time in our bush at eye level. I'm hoping I get to see the hatchlings this time because usually they do nest up high. You very rarely see the little babies. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope they're in a good, safe place. Sometimes robins will nest in places you don't expect. Like they do tend to be up and out. I mean, birds in general will be up and out of the way. In the case of the jackdaws, in our roof. But we had a robin nest in the garden last year, and I can't figure out where it was because I found the eggshells after. I found the little like obviously empty blue eggshells on the ground outside, and I couldn't figure out if they were like up high in the trees or if they were like in some bushes and like they just, you know, the mammy bird or daddy bird or whatever just like took the eggshell and threw it out of the way. But I don't know. I don't know. They're very sweet though. They're very, very sweet. Jackdaws are pranksters and they're trying to live in our roof. We're getting the roof, I think it's next week. And I meant to say this to you sooner. I'll say it maybe in Discord as well. We think next week is the week for us finally getting the roof fixed because we can't leave it. Well, the lads, I mean, it's up to the lads. They had to wait on the stuff to come in for it. But we can't leave it any later than that because once the nests are built and the eggs started getting laid, you can't touch the nests. And I mean, like, if we were to leave it that long, I'd be like, oh yeah, fair enough. Okay, that's on us. I'm not evicting them if they've laid eggs, you know. But we need to do it before they get settled, you know. We need to do it before they get settled so they can find somewhere else. But next week. Now, that does mean it's probably going to... There's a good chance it is going to be loud. So I'm going to have to see what that means. What does that mean for stream? I don't know. I'll let you know. If I think it's going to interrupt for a day or two, we might have to reschedule some stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But then I'm going to have so much good sleep forever. I'm going to have so much good sleep. I'm going to just give this a quick little... Oh, they're starting to soften up a little bit now. I think maybe I should bring the heat up a little bit. Just a little bit. I did bring it down a lot just because the butter was kind of spitting. It was spitting. Tavy, hello, and thank you for the bits. How's everyone doing? I'm not doing great, but your streams always cheer me up. Oh, we lost my forever cat Sophie. We forever lost my cat Sophie yesterday. My little night Sky. She was family, the only friend I've had for years. It's difficult losing her. Connection like that's not one you forget. Oh, Tavy, I'm so sorry to hear it. Can we please get some goodness for Tavy? I'm so sorry to hear. I'm so sorry to hear. But listen. Pets never really go away. I say this. Thankfully, we don't often have people saying that they've lost their pets, but pets don't go away. You're gonna keep hearing little things rustling around in the house. You're gonna keep hearing, you know, things getting bumped the same way she would bump into them around the house and garden. She's always gonna be there. She's always going to be there, and if we can be a good distraction for you today, then we are going to be going, yo, as much as we can. Exactly, Xargan's bin is still haunted. It happens like that, you know? It happens like that. It does happen. They'll always be keeping an eye on you. They'll always be keeping an eye on you. A lot of people say that, like, you know, oh, well, dogs are the only ones going to feel love, but cats don't have capacity for love. Shut the hell your mouth. They all do, in their own ways, in their own different ways. They all do. Just because it might be a way that we all understand immediately, you know? Oh. Ah, you poor chicken. I really hope you'll be feeling well soon, because I'm sure it's what she would want as well. Like, not to be cheesy about it, being like really genuine. Oh. The loss of pets not easy. Like, I lost my dog, not lost, but I mean, like, she passed away almost 10 years ago, and I still think about her. Like, I'm still like, oh, she was a little sweetheart, you know? I still think about her. But if you need a good distraction, please know that the stream is here, and like, if you ever want to just, if you literally want to go into Discord someday and be like, does anyone have a good meme, you know, you can do that, and people will deliver. I can promise you, a good distraction, a good bit of messing. And we have a channel over there for good vibes, which is just uplifting nice things, exciting things that people have seen that might be nice to have a little scroll through if you're having a bit of a rough one through this, because like, it is tough. It takes a long time to, you know, you never fully get over. You just, you know, you get through, and that's important. That's important to give yourself that grace, all right? Very important to give yourself that grace. Now, I didn't set a timer for this. It's more to remind myself so I don't get too sidetracked. Little one says, people who think cats don't love have never had cats. Yeah, they're very affectionate. They're just affectionate in a different way. I love dogs, I love cats. I will never pit them against each other because I think that is cringe and weird. And I think they're both great. They're affectionate in different ways. Like, cats are, they're independent in a slightly different way. Now, depending on the cat, some dogs are quite independent, to be fair, but they're completely different. And that's okay. That's okay, I love them most. Cats are tsunders. Some of them are, Tipsy Surfing, you do. Some of them are so affectionate. Like, there's a cat that comes to visit. Now, I think if you can, like, you should keep your cat indoors if you have the means to do so. Sometimes a cat shows up at your door and they won't stay in. But look, there's a cat that comes to visit here sometimes, and like a puppy. Really like a puppy. Not aggressive in the slightest, just so like really like chatty, really affectionate, and doesn't like, some cats will do that and they'll be like, I got your food, thanks, see you tomorrow, same time tomorrow, yeah. And I can't begrudge them that. Listen, respect the hustle, but we'll stick around and still be affectionate. There's another cat, like very small little buddy, about this size, and if he's like walking around, he's like wow, and if I put my hand down just like to be like, I'll put like the back of my hand. I always, if you are approaching an animal you're not familiar with, like a cat or a dog, don't do that. Go slowly at the back of your hand, and they'll come to you or they won't, and that's fine. But if I do that, just instantly just rolls over. Just like, literally like a dog, like, it's so cute. It's so cute. So sweet. Oh, the mushrooms are starting to cook down a little bit. This will take another few minutes, I reckon. That's okay. So I realised that, and maybe new people notice this much more, maybe other people are used to me, that sometimes, I keep saying Friday streams, sometimes food and drink streams are life advice with cake, but listen, we're just having a good chat, you know, it's good for you, I hope. Agnes says, hot take, people who think cats only care about themselves just don't know how to respect boundaries. Cats are good at enforcing boundaries, and people interpret that as they don't care about me. When, yeah, it's a red flag. Let me get real with you for a second. A lot of people who don't, a lot of people who don't like cats. This is not always the case. Sometimes you just don't get on with cats. And listen, as long as you're not hurting them, that's fine. You know, like there's maybe animals I don't want to be around. It doesn't mean I hate them. It just means I don't want to be around them. But a lot of people try to apply the thing that you can apply with dogs, where dogs, they're loyal, they love you, but they will listen to you, and generally they will do what you ask them to, within reason. You can't ask that of cats. And a lot of people have like this really big issue with not being able to control an animal, you know, with not being able to, you know, have an animal do exactly what you want them to do, because you have to give them a bit of space. I mean, even dogs need that, they need a bit of space. They need to be able to do their own thing within reason. Now, some working dogs, they need to be brought out for walks, they need to be off doing stuff, but you know. Naxios, sorry, you said your name wrong. Hello, a friend introduced me to you a few weeks ago, and I've been binging your Twilight Princess videos. I'm so glad you're enjoying them. That was such a good game. Such a good game. Oh my god, so good. So good. Oh, yeah, you can't accept, I love birds as well, you can't expect them to follow your directions, except the robin outside, if I see the robin, on a tree, and I kind of like, there's a chance, not always, I'm not being like, oh my god, the wind blew in the right direction, which means I controlled the wind. I'm not getting like that on you. But I was outside, and there's a robin that's around, there's like at least 2 of them, and I was like, hey robin, like I will address the robin by name, so that I'm trying to make the birds not afraid of the sound of my voice. I'm not being like, oh, the bird understands me. I'm like, I want them to associate sound of my voice not with fear, not with get over the. But I see the robin, and I'm like, oh, robin, do you want food? Obviously, the robin does not know what I'm saying. But the robin sees me, I go back to the back door, I keep the door open a little bit, and I get a little bit of, like, suet. I haven't been filling the feeders just because the jackdaws and stuff are around, and I throw it out, and before I can even turn back to the door, the robin has flown over to stand by the door and wait, like, like this. Cutie Jin, hello! Hi, greetings from the Philippines. Ooh, lovely to have you in. I hope you're keeping very, very well. Oh, now this is starting to bubble very nicely. Very good, very good. But yeah, like, animals won't always understand what you say, but they will understand the tone sometimes, and they will understand that your voice is not a threat, and that's really important. That's really, really, really important. Zargan says there's also this thing that, like, as well as being companion, a lot of dog breeds were bred to be co-workers. Yeah, that's true. Cats were bred to be independent pest hunters. Now that becomes its own issue, which is why if you can, you should keep your cats indoors, because they can be catastrophic for wildlife, for birds, for mice, for that kind of thing. So good to keep an eye on that. But yeah, cats can be trained. You're dead right, yours. They'll still do their own thing, but cats can be trained. You can litter train a cat. If you can do that, you can train a cat to, understand things. They're not stupid. They just work differently, They're not dumb idiot head. They're just working on different software, And different hardware as well, really. Oh, now, like, hang on to it. Who's ready for mushroom cam? Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, they use Linux, exactly. And it mightn't even be a distro of Linux that you're familiar with. Behold. Oh, look at that. Oh, mushroom. Mushroom. I'm so sorry. I'm so like internet poisoned. I can't say the word mushroom without hearing it in Inugami Kurone's voice. Mushroom. Come on. M&M says, my Siamese sits on command, can't come to stay, but like, that's nice. Like, that can be a good thing for safety as well as like sit, chill out, Yeah, cats, no routine. Anyone here with cats, if Lady Faust or Jeff are in the chat, like we get fair updates on their cats. Like, they will know routine. They will know, I'm supposed to have my treat. Or, why are you not in bed? Or, why am I in bed? It's too early. That kind of thing. Always going for the badger, mushroom. Snake, oh, it's a snake. I'd play it for you, but it doesn't get muted, but it gets demonetized. What am I looking for? The recipe! I'm looking for the recipe! Woo! Okay, I think that's probably about right. We need to make up the stock. I don't mind that I'll let that simmer a little longer than I'm supposed to, because... Oops. Don't ever open the top of the kettle when it's on. I didn't do that, but I did nearly switch it on while opening the lid. So just a top tip for all of you aspiring chefs who love not scalding yourselves. What's up, gamers? I'm coming at you from not being burned. Absolutely, Sophie will come up to my room each night, just snuggle with me. Yeah, they get it. They're affectionate. They're sweet. They're social as well. Even though, like, cats can sometimes seem less social than dogs, but they're social just in a different way, In a whole different way. Rodquez. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I forgot. Rodquez, why have I not said your name right? Oh my goodness, I just want to thank you for the birthday thing you did for me a while back. It really made my day. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I hope I haven't ruined your day by saying your name wrong like 3 times. Oh, I'm always happy to do it. I know sometimes it's, it's delayed by a few minutes, and, sometimes if I'm not online I can't do it the same way, but I'm so glad I just like putting a pep in your step if it's your birthday, it's fun. It's fun. I know not everyone is big about their birthday, some people don't do stuff, but, I know, a bit of excitement. You also, like, if you don't want it, you never have to tell me it's your birthday or not, It's always up to yourself. Dog munching bread, yes, a rare thing, but it does happen. Does anyone know if it's true that cats think overgrown kittens that they have to raise and train? I know it's the whole thing of like, if a cat, God forbid, like kills something small and brings it to you, they're supposed to accept it instead of get angry. Because if they get angry, I think there was a whole, I don't know if it's true. There's a whole thing that like if you get angry at them, they're like, oh, it wasn't good enough. I gotta get you something better. I don't know if that's true or not. That was from like a book I read like, a million years ago. But, you know, if you have an indoor cat, you don't really have that problem quite so much. But yeah, they're trying to feed you. They're like, you dumb idiot. You don't know how to you don't know how to feed yourself. But yeah, I'm really adamant that if you have a cat, please, if you can, keep it indoors. Please. It's part of the, to be honest, part of the reason we don't have a cat is because we do have the space, but we don't have the environment. This is a cluttery house, and if we got a cat and the cat got hurt, I would get sick. I'd get sick about it, you know? I'd be so sick. Hello!
Hello.
Look who it is! Sorry, I didn't mean to like poke you.
How dare you?
It's McDara! Beep, 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 beep. What's up? What's your words of wisdom? How is it outside? Is it nice and shiny and sunny?
It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. It is really, really sunny. Windy, yes, but pretty sunny. The wind is due to die down more tomorrow, so it'll definitely be a bike day.
Oh yeah.
I haven't intended to be out in the car for so long, but
That's okay. I mean, it's a nice day. Why not?
I forgot how fun it is to drive a very slow and lightweight car on back roads. So you can be doing solidly like half the speed limit and feel like you are absolutely like
Tearing it up.
belting it down the road. Yeah,
Nice. Do you like mushrooms?
I love the
I'm
taste
so
of
sorry.
mushrooms, but they do not like my digestion.
Yeah, it's a risk I'm taking today, to be fair. It's a risk I'm taking. Oh, that's our weather report.
Yeah, it is gorgeous. It is absolutely stunning. I didn't get any pictures because I did not stop.
That's fair. That's fair.
Except to like get a drink and a couple of jellies.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Gorgeous day. Gorgeous.
Oops, I'm gonna rinse this.
It feels like early summer day.
It does look like it as well. It looks gorgeous. Miss Ledman says, mushroom tastes good, the texture though. Yeah, if you like the taste of mushroom and it agrees with your stomach if you don't like the texture, try blending it up in a soup. You don't have to. I mean, there's no law that says you have to eat mushrooms, but if you want to, you know, if you want the experience, if you really want to feel like mushroom consumption.
I'm also not a texture fan, but I do really like the flavor. But like,
I'm gonna go for chicken stock.
if I eat any more than like half of or like one mushroom, my stomach is just gone for the next 2 days.
I'm taking a risk. Half the time, I'm completely fine. I could eat a mushroom and not even realize I've ate it for how I feel. Sometimes I just feel a bit like, ooh, you know?
Yeah.
But like, it's a risk I'm willing to take today because I'm not going to like chug it. Well, I might chug it if it's really nice.
I'd say it's like a solid 70 to 80% chance for me, which is why I'm very willing to do this stuff.
I don't blame you.
I need to figure out what to do with myself next.
Fills the chat with mushrooms.
Oh. Well, you're gonna have to all swim through the mushrooms now. That's it. Gotcha.
Sure did get me.
I got you. Oh, I got you. Hee hee. I need to do this before everything goes on fire. How much stock? 2 cups. I don't remember how much that is. That's a made-up measurement anyway, so. About that much? I don't know. No, that's not enough. I had this written down. What's 2 cups in mils? I need to get one of those charts. I really need to get one of those charts. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I feel like I did. Don't worry, I've put the volume, the heat volume real low. 2 cups, no, not 2 FM. 2 cup in mil. No, not 2 cup. 2 cup in mil. Okay, 4.7. Okay, that's fine. 4.37. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. That's not far off where I am. Just eyeball it. Absolutely not. Now, to be fair, it's a soup. You can kind of eyeball it a little bit. No, it's not on the other. I have flowing ounces, fluid ounces. I always call it flowing ounces. Do anyone else do that, or is it just me? Flowing ounces, fluid ounces, or flaws? Flaws. 250 is 1 cup. Oh, actually, no, you're right. I don't have enough. You are dead right. I read that and my brain just did not really parse it. 473. You're on the money with that, I'll tell you. 473, that's way more. Thank you so much for saying... Who said that? Master Rocket, thank you for saying that. Because I nearly got that catastrophically wrong. Well, I mean, I say catastrophic. I'm just adding more. Just add more liquid as you go, you know. Flaws. I really hope that doesn't mean something rude. Do you ever make up a silly word in your head and you have to stop and be like, does that mean something rude in another language? I'm just going to make everyone very upset. I'm not like paranoid about that kind of thing. I'm like, you know when you spoonerism a word and you're like, wait a second. Wait. Teddy, thank you so much for 29 months. You're not Steve. That's okay. We're not going to judge you for that. That's okay. That's okay. That's cool. No, that's cool. All the time. I'm always so careful. I'm like, if I say something, you know, early when I was streaming, people would donate like 10 bits and be like, will you say happy birthday to my friend whose name is thing that sounds like something diabolical, but, you know, spelled slightly different. I'm like, you ain't slick. You ain't slick. Beresolaire says, making an addendum, I can say that. Choosing my freshman college class today, going to see the Minecraft movie with some friends tomorrow. Ooh, very nice. A good use of the day, good use of the time more than the day. Very nice. All right, add the stock. 4. That's the stock. And that's the stock. Let me move it over. Weep. Exactly, Rabo, you got auto-modded and I can see it, but that's exactly it. Oh, goodness. Sigma, I won't read it out loud, but I know the one you're on about. Someone also got him to say, up the ra, but like, you know. Up the ra, Nigel. Oh, God. I haven't thought about that in so long. Agents, good news is definitely good news for me as I grew up watching the show. The Simpsons was recently renewed for 4 new seasons. And do you know what? I have to give some credit. Anything I've seen of more modern Simpsons, actually pretty decent. Whatever spark was there was being brought back. It doesn't mean I like Disney. It doesn't mean I like them. But, you know, it's something. It's something. All right. What we also need to put in here. I need to put in. Oh, I want to see if I can make it go goom, 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 goom. I don't think I can because it's such a teeny tiny bottle, but listen. Listen carefully. What was we said at like 118? Listen carefully. I'll see if I can make it do the little goom, goom, goom. It does the goom, 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 goom. It won't do it now again, but that's good. That's good. Thank you. You know, I've been practicing for years just for this moment. The goom, 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 goom. Okay, so that's actually smells okay. I'm not tasting it. It's too early. It's only like it's what 4 in the day, and I don't even know if I like this wine, but it's just for part of the flavor in the soup. I'm gonna put this into the fridge because if I do decide to sip, oh God, what's left of that? It would be much nicer cold, I'm sure. In you go. So that's going into the soup. What is the function of the wine in the soup? It's just a bit of wine. It's just a bit of wine, you know. You do not need to put wine in the soup if you do not want it there. If you don't drink, if you don't want the drink, if you can't get the drink, it's fine. You don't need to put it in. It's fine. You won't go to super hell. I'm just putting that in there. And we're putting in a bit of dill. We're then 2 teaspoons of dried dill. Yeah, the wine gives a bit of acidity. You're dead right, Norway. You're dead right. 5 o'clock in Germany. I need to try to remember how Central European time works because I'm pretty sure I'm still doing a stream tomorrow and I think everyone else is on Central European time and I'm not. So I keep forgetting when everything's happening. 2 teaspoons of dried dill. Where's the teaspoon measure? Why did I time all together like this? Teaspoon. One. Careful. 2. I thought that was 2. I hope it was supposed to be 2. I'd never made this particular mushroom soup before, so if it doesn't turn out right, just don't fight me about it, okay? Don't fight me about it. 2 teaspoons. There's our fresh thyme. Is that good? That's going in tonight. Right now. Right now, we're going in. We're going in. It's all going in. It's all going in. No waste. No waste. Okay, what else do we need? Din, 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 din. We need our paprika. I should have done the paprika out here earlier. Ground paprika. The alcohol denatures, but it doesn't generally evaporate, which is wild, because I always used to think it did. I found out relatively recently on the scale that no, it doesn't. So if you have someone who doesn't drink for whatever the reason might be, don't be like, oh, it's fine, it cooked off. It's not. That's also not sick or cool. That is not based at all. It is supremely cringe. Let's see. I keep forgetting how big a teaspoon is. 2 teaspoons of paprika. We're going to mix this all together in a minute. Don't worry. I just want to get everything in before I start mixing. What else do we need? There was something else. Kova, hello. Hello, how are you doing? Our Worcester sauce. And of that we need 1 tablespoon, a fine feed of it. Because do you know what Worcester sauce brings? It brings a bit of umami. Umami. Ooh. You got a tattoo! Oh, and slept for 10 hours. I've heard that getting a good sleep after getting a tattoo is good because, I mean, you're healing after that and all. I'm so excited for you. Oh my goodness, Kova. Oh, that's so cool. I hope it's everything you wanted. I hope it's everything you wanted. I will get a tattoo someday. And I probably won't show any of you. Or I might break instantly and be like, oh my god, guys, look at the tattoo I got. I don't mean in a weird way, but you know. Might keep some things for me. Reverie Bellwether, I saw that. You ain't slick. You ain't slick. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Stock, yes. White wine, yes. Dill, yes. Thyme, yes. Paprika, yes. Worcester salt. Little bit of salt. How much salt do we need? I have it written down here. Beep. A teaspoon. That's about a teaspoon. And if it's not, then sure, feck it. Okay. Mix. Oh now, look at that. Look at that. Now, we want to bring this to a boil and let the liquid reduce. So I'm going to set a little timer. The timer is not necessarily for when it's done. The timer is to remind me not to let it sit there. Okay, we're good. We're cool. We're back. And I have you back over here. Hi. There's actually, do you know what's really nice with this so far? And I don't want to jinx it. So far, not that much cleanup. Baking always produces the most mess. At least for stream. Aiden says I'm going to make my tea now. May the soup be the utmost suspicious. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Aiden, go! Go be free! We'll see you. We'll see you. Take care. Have a fine time. That's how I cook. No gods, no recipes, eyeball everything. Honestly, especially if it's something you're used to, you know? Especially if it's something you're used to making. Or even, you know, if you make something once and you're like, I could do that. I've definitely done that before. I'm like, I could do that. Am I always right? No. Am I usually right? This soup is very good with bread. Oh, I just like, we do have bread. I was half tempted. And obviously half tempted wasn't tempted enough to do it. But I was half tempted to make bread today. I was like, you know what? The heat in the kitchen, I actually just don't want it today. So I have a few slices of Hovis bread over there. So I can grab 1 or 2 of those. And it's a granary loaf, so it's got all the little bits and bobs. Ooh, bits and bobs. I like bits in the bread, you know? A bit of roughage. Who's that? Carrie and Cully, thank you for 5 months of your prime. We are at soup. It's true. It's true. It's true, we're at soup. Cloud Kumori, hello. Oh, Kuro Mori, sorry. And my boyfriend just bought me a Domino's wrap unprompted. That's it. You know, you're doing well. You're doing well. He gets it. Clearly, he gets it. He understands. Right, I can put these in here. We don't have a whole lot of cleanup to do, which is nice. I can put. Do I need the measuring jug for anything else? I'm going to cross off our ingredients. We have the white wine in. We have the dill in. The thyme is in. The paprika is in. The Worcester sauce is in. The salt is in. We're dealing with the flour in a little while. We're gonna like make a little like a roux, I suppose. Why am I doing this with my hands? Like something approaching a roux to thicken it up a little bit, or some sort of sauce, you know, just sauce. And we don't have sour cream, so it won't be quite that thick. Personally, I don't really mind. I don't mind if it's not that thick. Naxia says I like cooking for other people. I get little motivation to make anything substantial for myself. But it's so nice. Like I'm not saying, oh, you should always have to do something for someone else before you do it for yourself. But it is nice to have that little, oh, well, this person's going to enjoy this. It'd be rude if I didn't also have some for myself, you know? And it's nice. How dark is the roux? I don't know, but I hear that LaRue is bulletproof, so we'll see what we can do. Whew. Skyroth says my favorite thing to make is fried cod. It's not the most healthy, but it's a good treat every now and then. And I mean, like, you know, if something isn't, you know, if something's maybe, I say not healthy, like, if something's very salty or very oily, that every so often's grand, you know? You have to have enjoyable food in with everything else. You know, now if you can have like 5,000 vegetables and enjoy that by all means, but if you like the food, it means you'll eat it, and you know what's good? You know the best way to have food be healthy for you is to eat it in the first place. There's no point in making yourself loads of food that's supposedly healthy and you don't want to eat it and you're miserable eating it, you know? No good. There's no goodness in that. All right, that's the stir. I don't know why I went through the effort of changing the camera for that, but look, it's not quite at the boil. It's getting there. It's simmering. Bring it up a little bit. The recipe does want us to boil it. Yeah, food is always better than no food, and I'm blue in the face from saying that. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand that there is a difference between eating, you know, very oily, very salty food and not doing that. But you need a bit of everything, you know? You need a bit of everything. And you need to not be miserable eating it, you know? You know? If a little treat in with your usual food means you'll actually eat the food. I know some people like to be like, oh, well, oh, what are you, a child bribing yourself to eat? Adults have, you know, palates and flavors that they like and dislike, you know? That's okay. If it means you ate it, it's good. Okay, in a small bowl, here we can actually do this now. Whisk flour into the milk until smooth. We'll do that now. It's the cutest phone stand. Thank you. It's like AliExpress, £8 or something like that. I had it for a couple of years. It's nice. It's handy. Ham on. How much? Ham on. Apply directly to the forehead. A cup of milk. I've already forgotten what a cup is in fluid. Oh, Fuzzy Squirrel, head on over there. Be safe. Make sure a loved one, someone who can look after you or someone who looks out for you knows where you are. Make sure your phone is charged. Make sure you have water. Make sure you have maybe a foldy umbrella. Make sure you have, I don't know, like a little bar, like a cereal bar, a snack, something with you like that. 250 mils. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. You're all out here saving me. You think I'd just write this down at this stage? You'd think. But sure, that'd be too easy, wouldn't it? Huge Jazz. Do we have a huge Jazz here? Bart, when I get you. Thank you for your prime. How are you doing? Come in. Hey, we got a huge Jazz. Hello, I'm Huge Jazz. Well, to be quite honest, I didn't think I'd get this far. 250 mil, 246, 236. We're going to keep counting down, but like it'll be approximately right. It'll be fine. I should just put a conversion table on the wall. Let's go to it there. And if it feels wrong, I'll just keep going. If it feels wrong, I can always add more. It'll be grand. I'm going to get the little whisk I had. I could get the bigger whisk. Risky business. Where's the whisk? Wait, why is the whisk not in here? Guess I'm using the small whisk. Yeah, if I was converting for baking, I'd have to be much more careful. Where's our plain? Oh, sorry, I don't have any plain flour, but I do have 80 grams of mini eggs. I didn't find the flour yet, but I also have a kilogram of mini eggs. This is like an annual tradition at this point, that I just produce a kilogram of mini eggs. Why? Because McDara buys a kilogram of mini eggs before I can buy a kilogram of mini eggs. And if you are given the opportunity to buy a kilogram of mini eggs and you have the means to buy a kilogram of mini eggs, like why wouldn't you? If you can do it. 3 tablespoons of flour. Is that right? I suppose that's about right. Can we have one each? Maybe. I think I have enough to go around. Where's my big tablespoon measure? There it is. I have so many different measuring things. How big is a kg? It depends. Is it steel or feathers? Find out after the break. Was it 3 tablespoons? That's 1. And to make sure there's no lumps in this. That's 2. And that's 3. Excellent. You know, I'm starting to think that for the baking press, I might have to get, you know, those like flip top lid jars for flour and stuff, just to keep it sealed and to keep it organized, because I'm not the kind of person who's like, oh, I've bought all this food and now I'm going to decant it all into my other little containers, but I think it's getting to the point where I can't keep track of what's in there because the bags are so messy. And it also means, you know what it also means? It means I could buy flour in bulk, which I've kind of needed to do for a while, especially like strong bread flour and stuff like that, because you can only buy it in, like 2 kilo bags at most. And you're always using like half of it in one go. Okay, I'm gonna make sure there's no lumps. Okay, so it's not quite a roux, it's just a, I don't know what you call this. I don't know. I need containers for sugar and flour. I'm very heavy-handed. Sometimes I make a hole in the side of the bag. Yes, I've had that happen. Like, and even sometimes if I'm careful, usually it's fine. If I'm careful, I'm careful. But sometimes, you know, if you're talking, especially if I'm on stream, I'm talking, I'm doing something, I cut into something, or I rip a bag, and it just goes down the side, especially like a plastic bag. And you're trying to open it, you know, you're trying to open it elegantly, and it just goes down the side, and you're like, it's over, it's done. They have nice ones in IKEA. I saw some nice ones in Tesco as well. Euro Palette, thank you for 6 months. I thank you very much. I thank you very, very much. Okay, let's see how the soup is doing. How's our blinding stew? What do you know? It's actually. Oh, now the timer goes. Like, no, I see how it is. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, it is not reduced yet, so I'm going to bring the temperature up quite a bit. It does need to reduce down. And it's not really doing that. Okay, I'll give it 5 minutes. I'll put on the low setting extractor fan because the high setting one is so loud. It's so loud. Oh, so loud. Get a 100 kilogram bag of flour, keep it taped to the ceiling with a gravity feed pipe down to the counter. Take it out however much you need at the time. See, if I'm taping it to the ceiling, the only thing I can imagine in my brain is that picture, you know, the photograph of your man taped to the ceiling at the LAN party. So I'm going to LAN party tape this to the ceiling. Like, same style, same tape. Otherwise, what's the point? That's it. Yeah, you understand. You see the vision. You get the vision. Joshua, hello. It is indeed. It's the very one. It's the very, very one.
I have never watched a cake stream before. I've only watched the Rhythm Heaven YouTube supercuts, but that was all I needed to purchase the plush.
Oh, sorry,
I love supporting the people of my homeland. Ireland emoji.
Ireland emoji! Woo! Oh, Soren, thank you so much, and thank you for the bits as well. I'm so glad. I'm so glad everyone enjoys the stuff over on YouTube. I'm so glad. The way things are going, I think we're going to be able to have things there more regularly, because I know it's usually every 2 weeks or sometimes longer if I don't have my act together, but I'm so glad you're enjoying. I'm so glad, and thank you so much for getting the plush as well. I'm still over the moon about how that went. There she is. She's right in the background. She's over there. Oh, you guys. You're so nice. Can we get a little wave of welcome for everyone? We have a load of people coming in recently from YouTube. Who does the editing? Chloe Ashtarik does the editing, and she is excellent. Absolutely, like, just hardbar. Like, I will do some things myself, usually only for special occasions. Like, I did the 4-year anniversary edit myself overnight in one sitting. I'm never letting myself do that again. It hurt my entire body and self. But we've had a load of people coming over from YouTube recently, and thank you so much. We are nearly at 50,000 subs on YouTube, which is also kind of mad. So if anyone, I'm just saying, it's free. I'm just saying, if you don't mean, you're just here, want to go over there. Tech, hello! I just got here from YouTube. Your Rhythm Heaven videos found me. Yes, I'm so glad. I still cannot believe that we're getting a new Rhythm Heaven game. I'm so excited about it because really, genuinely, the first video that went up, just to give a little more context for anyone coming over from YouTube, the first video is a highlight of 2 streams I did back in November, like end of last year, November. That was genuinely the very, very, very first time I ever played Rhythm Heaven, ever. No joke, for real. And it's so great, it's so good. And then I played it again just only recently, so. Alison, gosh, hello, you're over for as well. I'm so glad, so glad. Oh, it's so good. And there's going to be another video on Tuesday. Okay, let's get some tunes. Let's get tunes. Your YouTube channel puts out great clips for the algorithm. See, the thing is, do you mean like YouTube Shorts or... Oh, wait, the Clips channel. Lads, I'm going to be honest, I burned out a little bit on the Clips channel because I was... Let me tell you something real quick. Let me just check this. This needs another few minutes still. Let me tell you a thing about the Clips channel. I am going to start uploading to it again, but I burned myself out because I kept doing like a load at once and trying to do a little too much. And also I was kind of busy outside of stream as well. And I overdid it a little bit. They are going to be back. I am going to do more clips on the Clips channel soon. But I did a really funny, silly streamer thing. Do you know what I did? So I'll tell you what I did in a second. This still hasn't really reduced. I'm going to give it another little time. I'm going to give it another couple of minutes. I'll tell you what I did. No, that fan needs to stay on. I'm sorry. I hope it's not too loud. I decided what would be really good, and genuinely good idea in a certain way, that if I was going to be editing clips, I was going to be doing this, a couple of days a week, getting a few things uploaded, that's great. I needed to sit somewhere that wasn't my desk upstairs. I needed, you need a separation, a bit of fresh space that's somewhere else so you can break up the day a bit. So I was like, great, I'll sit up at the kitchen table because I get to watch the birds at the window. I can get access to a cup of tea, I can have plenty of space on the desk. I don't have to move everything around upstairs. I can do it on the laptop. Great. That's great. What I hadn't considered was the physical effects of sitting on a wooden kitchen chair for a couple of hours every weekday morning for about 6 weeks. Because if I add a cushion to the chair, I'm up too high and I can't sit into the table properly. And I'm okay now. I wouldn't tell you this to have you worried if I wasn't okay now. I started getting bad circulation from the way I was sitting and from the way I was putting pressure on everything. So, I was like, you know what? I can take a break from the clips for a little while just so I'm not doing that. And I'm going to find a much more comfortable solution, a much more ergonomic solution that also doesn't, because I was sitting, but I was also kind of crouching over because we were around the kitchen table and I had things, set up weirdly. So I'm going to find a more ergonomic setup. I still don't want to do it at my desk upstairs, just so I don't want to be in the one room all day, A gamer chair for the kitchen, honest to God, I'm this close. But that was honestly a very big factor because I had a little while there in January, February, where, this is weird, but my legs were getting itchy and I was like, I don't have the mange, I was like, I don't have mange, what's wrong with me? And it was keeping me awake at night. I realize now, when you say something out loud and you're like, oh geez, so actually that was way worse than I thought. I'm completely fine now. I am completely fine. Because you know what was really good for that? Walking around and doing things instead of sitting on a rock hard kitchen chair. Sitting, sitting on one of these, not good for you. Not good for more than just long enough to eat your meal and get back up. It was a silly idea. I hadn't considered it because I legitimately thought I was dying. And then I realized that no, I'm not dying. I've just cut off the circulation to my legs. So yeah, it has a little groove in it, not enough. So I'm not doing that anymore. I am still going to do the clips. I am. Oh, we do a rocking chair. I could rocking chair. It's like doing the clips. Like, whoa. It's a good wooden chair. Don't get me wrong. But I need to get some little, you know, the low cushions that tie onto the chair. But yeah, that was a while where I was like, do I have to go to the hospital? Am I dying? No. I was just making a terrible environment for my circulation. It's a gorgeous chair. We got them secondhand. We got I think all of our wooden furniture secondhand. Wouldn't you know? Well, yeah, a lot of it, which is good. Sultan, oh my goodness, Ben, Sultan, hello, come in. Man, how are you doing? Come in, jeez. Sir Grunge and Pat by the Sea, hello. How are you doing? How'd you get on with your stream today on the stage? What were you making? Wait, I'm gonna make cottage pie. Ooh, do you have a secret ingredient? Well, if it's secret, you can't tell me. Do you have a special ingredient you put in your cottage pie? Because I feel like everyone has something a little different they put in, like a little bit of this or a little bit of that. For my gang, if you're not already over at sorry, I always like saying your username, Basultan. If you want another person who does food and drink, but actually like really good, really good, like knowledgeable kind of cooking, please head on over. Hello, there's yourself. How are you doing? Sultan is the secret ingredient. It was. Now it's not a secret anymore, and that's okay. That's all right. We are making. We're making it's suspicious stew from Minecraft, but we're using the base of a Hungarian, mushroom soup, and I think it's going to be okay. I've never made this before. I just picked a recipe. I was like, I want to make the suspicious stew from Minecraft because the film is coming out. I thought it'd be a bit of fun because I do food and drink on Fridays for anyone new, and I do video games and messing the rest of the week. So we're doing that. We haven't added tulips. No, I'll get to that. Don't you worry. I don't think we made cottage pie before, but I did put Marmite. Do I have Marmite? I had Marmite. I might have finished it. I like Marmite, unironically. Oh, sorry, one more thing. If you've not been here before, this is Shark. This is my co-host, !Hug Shark. It's free. It's easy. Sus stew. Stew is sus. We have the stove cam over here, and this is simmering away. This is supposed to be reduced. Oh, no, actually, no, to be fair, this has reduced a bit. So at this point, we need to put in our little mixture of milk and flour, and I'm just really going to hope it thickens up the way it's supposed to thicken up, because it's quite not lumpy. Lumpy is not the word. What's the word I'm looking for that isn't lumpy? Texture. It has bits, pulp. It has pulp in it. Chunky. Thank you, orangutan. Chunky is the word that I was looking for. Not I don't even remember what I was saying a minute ago, and I just hope I don't remember. I hope I don't remember it. Okay. Lumpy. No, not lumpy. It's chunky. It's going in. We don't have sour cream to put in, even though I'm so sure we had sour cream. I think it must have been out of date and got put into the Busker Brewsker. So, now look at the colour coming up on that. That's very respectable looking. So we're going to let this do its thing again for another little while. We're going to let it simmer let me read the recipe. It is starting to look good. I like when it starts to really come together. Oh, and we want a little bit of lemon juice in here as well. Slowly stir it in. Oh no, that's for something else. That's fine. We could put in a bit of lemon juice. I think it might add a little, je suis la fenêtre or something like that. Now, where's the lemon I had? Oh, lemon. I'm just going to squeeze this into... I'm not going to squeeze it straight in because I'll end up putting pips and stuff in there. I could just use the juicer. I only have half a lemon. I cut into it last night when I was making a hot whiskey. Please don't judge me. Now, if I can find the juicer. Oh, there it is. Naturally, I did use it and clean it and put it somewhere it was supposed to go. Oh, 9C says after giving a limit of 120 FPS to my Python script, it now takes 50% down to 5% CPU. That is significant. We're all having good CPU management today. We love to see it. Yeah, a bit of citrus in soup. It's good. It just, it just cuts right through. What herbs and potion effects are you putting in? All in good time. All in good time. I'll tell you all about it in a few minutes. I hope. I did plan this, but I didn't plan it. Yep. Yeah, okay, that's probably enough. Probably. Soren Deb, thank you so much for subscribing and all for the first time. You're very kind. I should mention as well, I know I mentioned it earlier, but for anyone who is newly subscribed, now we had a lot of gifts and all earlier, we not only have a Discord, well, you don't need to subscribe to go to the Discord, you can just go over, just be nice, have a chat, have a mess. We have a Minecraft server. It's a very big part of my brain. I don't keep it in here, but it feels like I do sometimes. And you're very welcome to join if you're subscribed. It's good fun, it's very chill, it's survival, but we're just hanging out, you know? Oh, Strawberry Willow, you know, funny you should mention that. Funny you should say that. We need a tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm not going to eyeball this. I'm not going to eyeball this. I am going to measure it out. 4. I'll put a little bit extra in, why not? That's it. I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the lemon juice. I didn't think this far ahead. Is it really survival if you're thriving? I mean, everyone on the server seems to be thriving, so surviving and thriving. Boom. Let's have a look at this. What's up, gamers? Welcome back to... Oh my goodness, hang on. I need to start stirring this a little more and make sure it doesn't burn. Because now that it's getting thick, it has the ability to burn. We have to be careful. I mean, you can burn anything if you try hard enough, but if a soup starts thickening up, there's a good chance it's more likely to burn. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh. I'm going to bring that temperature right the way down, and I'm going to give it just like another, what, like 4 minutes, and I think it should be all right then. I burnt water once, it could happen. It could happen. Unfortunately, what can always happen is I get lyrics in a song and then I get really distracted. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going off to? This'll do. I think of a new project for the server. I end up spending my time numing around. I mean, it's a good server to nume around on, to be fair. I have just been working on trains, rail lines. It's great. Great. Faith Thanos, hello. It's been going great. I don't want to jinx it, but I have good energy. I had a good sleep. I had a really, like, I don't know. You know when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, oh, I'm awake, but you then chug like half a litre of water, fall back asleep, and you wake up and you're like suspiciously fresh. I am suspiciously fresh today. And I don't know why. There's no reason I should be as fresh as I am. You know, like medicinal hot whiskey. It is medicinal, but I'm not supposed to feel this well the next day. Not something I do regularly, don't worry. Please always drink responsibly if you drink at all. Otherwise, I will have to have words with you. Cake, you make music. I looked at your name on Google and I tagged you as a composer. The reason I'm tagged as a composer is because somebody used a sample from the stream in like a shitpost, I suppose, they made a couple of years ago. So that's there, but I think it's very funny. I'm completely okay with it as well. I think it's gas. Hang on. Okay, is this really the vibe? This is the vibe. Okay, this is the vibe. Oh, Agnes, go enjoy, have fun. The Chromie water bottle is overpowered. It is, but I drink lots of water, so I need it. I do need it. And it makes me drink water because I'm like, oh, well, I filled it up. I'll have to drink it all. It works. It works. Okay, this can go in with that. This can go over here. I don't know what I'm going to do with all the rest of the time. And I have to do something over here for a minute. I'll be back to you in a minute. Back in a minute. Promise that I'll be back. I will be back to you in a minute. Dun, 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 dun. This will always be the roof leaking song to me, though. It will always be the roof leaking song. As long as I live. As long as I live. Behold, aforementioned wooden bowl. I am putting this in a wooden bowl for the bit. For the bit. I could put a little bit of vegetable oil on now. Like, I should wait until. No, I mean, like, if I just, you know, if I just a tiny, just like a little tip, like the tiniest tip of you've ever seen. I get a teeny tiny little, and if it's terrible, I can just give it another wash. That was way more than I intended to do. I'm gonna give it a wash once I've done this. That went everywhere. It's fine. I'm making sort of. I'm going over here. I'm going over here. I'm making a mess of the place. I'm making a show of myself, and I'm making a mess of the place. Oh my goodness, no, I can't. My hands are covered in oil. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, I don't have great elbow control. 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes. Please, I'll have the money for you. Just 2 minutes. Now, give it another little wash with warm-ish water. Don't really know what I'm doing here. I've never had to do something like this, but it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough to look fresh and not instantly get destroyed. That'll do for now. I can deal with this properly later. I was thinking about the present for my friend who's a big Kuromi fan. I got other merch, but the bottle is so good. Oh, it's great. When it was in Pennies last year, they had it, and it wasn't too expensive. And I try not to be someone who buys 100 water bottles, but I have, to be fair, I've been using this like non-stop. Don't put it in the dishwasher. If you get something like this, particularly from Pennies, don't put it in the dishwasher, or that's all gonna like flake off. Okay. All right. How's the blinding stew going? It's going. Okay. I think it's time. The heat is off. And I'm now just going to walk away to go gather some ingredients. Now, I hope you were well behaved while I was gone. Who? Oh, Onipots, thank you so much for the raid. Come on in. How are you doing? Come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're all keeping well. I have gotten our ingredient. Our final ingredient that makes the stew not blinding. Not blinding. Behold. Now, I'm gonna, before you say that I am poisoning this soup, let me explain you a thing. I'm actually just going to garnish with these. I'm just going to garnish with these, but let me tell you, these are garden variety daisies. Nothing fancy about them. The variety we're looking for in the actual soup in the game is oxeye daisy. Now, I don't have oxeye daisies. You saw earlier, they're not grown yet. They're not grown yet. But yeah, daisies are fully edible. These fully edible. Now, I'd recommend, I'm going to give them a little rinse. I'd recommend giving them a rinse. These are just from the garden, but just a little, you know, just to be sure, I'm just going to garnish with them. Now, the problem with rinsing them is, actually, no, to be fair, they look fine. I'll just make sure they continue to look fine. I think this look kind of cute, actually. So I'm going to, oh geez, maybe I should go blow dry them. No, they're fine. So, this is going to be all right, I think. Bobachu, thank you for 37 months. Hello, I got stuck on an island in my 4th grade class. The winds were so strong, we couldn't take the ferry home. An adventure for sure. Oh no, you poor thing. Oh my goodness, I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're keeping very, very well. Do daisies taste any good? I'm going to be honest with you. I've never tasted a daisy in my life. I don't know what they taste like. I'm probably not going to eat the daisy, but These are edible. These are safe to eat. Please, please do not just go out into the garden and start picking things to eat out of the ground because they might not be edible. Please be very, very careful. Like, I was so careful to make sure that these are food safe. And you should be careful too. You can't just go pick anything out of the garden and eat it, okay? You can't do that. Much as you might want to, you can't do that. But you can just, you can eat daisies. You can eat daisies. Okay, let me set the scene because I want this to look really cute. I'm gonna take a cute little picture. Just sanitize it with UV light. Oh, I can just go like microwave it and set fire to it. Yeah, you see green protein, you can eat everything one time. But you might not be able to eat anything else ever again. I'm gonna get this wooden board because I think, you know, wouldn't it be nice? Just as I know it's dirty underneath, I don't care. Oh, what am I after doing to this? It doesn't matter. I really wish this looked like a crafting table. Can we get a taste test prediction running? Because the soup is done. I'm only going to garnish with these because I actually don't really know the best way to incorporate them. But the soup is made. How long? Oh, do you know? I'm going to put the lid on here. Let's give them 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm not going to ladle it out yet because I want it to stay warm. I want to try it while it's hot. You know? I'm going to sit down for a few minutes. Whew. Let me crunch. Ooh. Most people use a lawnmower to eat daisies, and you shouldn't, because, like... All right, lawnmowers. You started me on lawnmowers. Why do people mow the lawn all the time? What's the obsession with having, like, a perfect lawn? What's the obsession with getting rid of all the daisies and getting rid of all the dandelions? Do you know that the only thing giving any, like, a bit of excitement for the wildlife and even for your own visual experience is the daisies and the dandelions and whatnot that's coming up through the grass? Why do people feel the need to go out and just like it down to the scut, down to the dirt? Why? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with it? What does it give you spiritually? It is, Tarek, I was just about to get there. The obsession with cutting lawns so perfectly, so neatly, was originally to show off how much wealth you had, that you could use your land for something that wasn't growing food. It's weird. It's weird. It's messed up. It's weird. It's weird. It's messed up. I can see an argument of too long grass is perfect hiding spot for ticks. That's true. But, you know, other things can be in short grass as well. Also, I'm fairly sure that a lot of the time when people are doing that, they're not thinking about ticks at all, you know, not thinking about, like, you know, you tidy it up a bit, that's fine. I just, you know, painting grass, using the Roundup. Oh no, I can't be dealing with it. Like, oh, if there's anyone here and you've been feeling the pressure to, feckin' coconut mall, and you've been feeling the pressure to have your lawn like this long all the time forever, and, you know, immaculate and nothing there except what looks like grass to your eyes, there is another way. There's another way. You can grow wheat in your garden if you don't have a homeowners association. You can just have a patch of wheat. Who's going to stop you? Other than the weather. Oh. If you let it get too long, the neighbours might complain about the curb appeal housing value, and then I will fight them. Because I think their attitude is affecting the curb appeal. Personally, I think it is. Sorry, anytime I think about lawns and people obsessively mowing and like dyeing lawns, I'm just like, ooh. Listen, come here. If you don't want grass going wild, have something that isn't grass. That's the thing that gets me. Like, if you don't want grass, don't have grass. Don't have grass. If you feel like the only thing you need to do, the only thing you can do at all is keep the grass short and then complain about the grass, you can have something that isn't grass. You can have beds. You can have like Jedi. Yeah, you can turn it into like a little allotment. Now it's work, but long term it's much less work and much better for the environment than cutting your grass all the time. You know, moss lawn. Our lawn is starting to turn into a moss lawn with no effort, which is excellent because we haven't cut the grass since, probably sometime last summer, and it's like this long because so much of it is moss, and that's really cool, and it works for the environment we're in as well. You know, Ireland traditionally, historically being a temperate rainforest. Not that you'd think it sometimes, but you know, I'm just saying. You know, those ways. There's ways. If you don't, like, and I know it's the thing of like, oh, it's expensive, but I'm not necessarily talking to any of you, because listen, we all, I know we all have to share the brain cell sometimes, but you know people who spend so much money, like dyeing their grass green, like doing all around the edges, you know, killing all the weeds, all the time with the lawnmower. I'm like, for the price you're paying and the time you're spending, you could just make it into something that does not need that much maintenance. And if you want a bit of enrichment, you can grow some stuff you know, that you can look after. You know, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And it looks better, exactly, it looks cool. It looks cool. It looks cool. Okay, all right. What, Zargan, what are you doing to... Zargan says, manicured lawns are yet another form of colonialist conformity arising from aspirations of upper class. The rich, or the grass monoculture lawn came from rich people being like, yeah, I'm so rich I don't need to grow vegetables. We were talking about that and all, like, that's it. That's it. Don't fall for it. Do you know what? Meepers, genuinely 100%, you'd be better off getting, like, a fake lawn. Because at least then, you know... At least then it's not giving... How to explain this? If you have a fake lawn, like, sure, it'd be nice to have some beds and stuff, but it's easier to maintain. It's not ideal. It does put plastic in the ground, that's not ideal. But you know the stuff you can roll out and roll back up? At least you're not making a habitat and then destroying it. Not ideal, but, you know, you know, you can do something that isn't having a lawn. I don't know 100% of the ins and outs, but the pressure to have a perfect lawn is so weird. I'm so glad, I'm so glad that, you know, a lot of people in Ireland are starting to get it. Starting to. Yeah, the water wasted keeping grass alive in dry areas is just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Now, do you know what is real crazy? Do you know what's real crazy? We have a soup. And we need to try it. Oh, feck, where's the ladle? Oh, there's the ladle. It's time for the soup. It's soup time. Soup time, that's what we're here for. Sorry, I just kind of went on one there for a minute. I just kind of went on one. You know the way you'd be... Do you know the way you'd be after, you know, making a soup? You'd be inclined to go on one. That's you want... Oh, you have to see the soup. Look at this. Look at this. Let's think happy thoughts. Look at the... Oh, my... Oh, I know, I haven't tasted this, which is risky. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the thickness of that. Look at the thickness of that. I just hope it's right. Soup. I'm gonna take the risk and put it straight into this wooden bowl. Wouldn't it be nice if it looked good? Oh! Just trying not to spill too much of it. Now, is this bowl going to be a good idea for soup all the time? Maybe not, but for this time, we can. Oh yeah, okay. All right, okay. All right, okay. Okay, now. Before... Oh, who's that? Mlasuk, thank you for 37 months. Looks right to me. I really hope so. Oh, I really hope so. I need to get the ambience right, okay? I need to get the ambience right. I need to garnish it. I know I have the other camera on, but I'm just trying to see if I can sit this in the soup. No, don't sink. Don't sink. There's so many mushrooms in the soup. It's actually kind of hard to sit these in properly. I want like 3 in the corner. I think it'd be cute. I'm going to take a picture. And then I'm going to bring it over to you, okay? Deal? Oh, that looks kind of cute. Hang on, let me... I'm not breathing while I take these pictures. All right, are you ready to see the soup? This is made wooden bowl. This is made with a wooden bowl, a brown mushroom, a mushroom, and an oxeye daisy. Just pretend it's an oxeye daisy. How cute is that? How cute is that? Hang on, I'll bring it over to the other camera. Let me bring it to the other camera. Let me show you. Let me show you. Look at, oh, you can barely see it over here. Well, actually, do you know what? It looks a little more like the Minecraft item at this angle. Don't worry, I'm not going to spill the soup. Because you're kind of getting that side-on view. Now, if you can view side-on in Minecraft, you're on some different stuff to me. It's so, I want to bring it up to the other camera again. Hang on. It's so cute. Hang on. Oh. It's so cute. Oh. It's supposed to restore health. I really hope it does. I hope it does, because it would do me the world of good. And not that I need the help extra today, now to be fair, I feel okay, but it's so cute. Oh, I'm gonna put a little spoon next to it and take like one more picture. I have a soup spoon. What buff we get? Should I put the spoon into it? Should I put the spoon next to it? I'm gonna put the spoon like that. Like that. Hang on. Okay, gamers, let's go.
I was wondering what kind of soup to make, so I asked my friend Aaron to give me some recommendations. When he told me to head out west, I was confused until he explained Aaron go wrong.
I'm gonna be reflected in the spoon. I can't believe you'd Aaron Gabroth me. I need to clean the camera. Clean the camera. Clean the camera. That'll do. Yeah, face reveal through spoon. That's gonna be it. Why can't I? There we go. I do have to taste this now. Oh, I'm after knocking everything over. Before I taste this, thank you so much to everyone for coming out for a very off-schedule stream. I don't think I've ever done a food and drink stream on a Saturday before. I got some leeks and potatoes, some coconut milk and curry paste. Both of those I've used to make good soup before, but I've used all of them together in one soup. Leek, potato, coconut milk, curry paste. I don't see how that could go particularly wrong. I think you should try it. And I'm not being funny, like that sounds like it could be good. Go for it. Go for it. Okay, let's throw on the tunes. I need to try this. I have not tasted this at any process of its creation, which was not the best idea I've ever had. But I have to try it. I have to try it. It smelled, you can definitely smell the wine. Oh, it's thick. Do you want to see how thick it is? I promise I'm not stalling. Oh. Ooh, woo, woo, woohoo, woo, woo, woo. There's some load of dill in it and all. I just put in the amount that the recipe asked for, so thick. Okay, let's try it. I don't remember the last time I made mushroom soup. I feel like I've maybe made it on stream, but I don't remember. I'm gonna stop stalling. Ooh. Sorry. Woo. Hang on. I know I said it would be a garnish. I should try it with one of the oxeye daisies, or the not oxeye daisies. I should try it. Just for the authenticity. I mean, I know they're clean. I gave them a rinse and all. There's nothing living on there. They are edible. Let's see how it is. Let's see if it restores my health. Oxide daisy. Oh, Cloud Kuramori, don't you worry, I'll tell you soon. Despite being one of those kids who made daisy chains until the end of time, I've never tasted a daisy before. There's not much of a flavour off it that I can get. Maybe it's just being overpowered by the soup, but this is... Oh, wait. No, I don't know. What status effect do you feel? I feel well. Actually, yeah, I might have it wrong with the Oxide Daisy. I thought it was the, let's see, suspicious. We can't go on together with suspicious stew. Regeneration, it is health regeneration. What status effect do you feel? +5 stew. It is regen. So let's see, the cornflower is unknown. Alliums are fire resistance, poppies are night vision, all the little white and yellow flowers, I don't remember the name of them, blindness. Wither rose is wither. The lily of the valley, I can't remember, are they called that? Gives you poison. Oh. Blue, oh wait, is that cornflower? The dark blue flower gives you jump boost. And dandelion does nothing, and tulips give you weakness. So, yeah, lily of the valley, yeah, they're poison in real life. You should not eat lily of the valley, like please, they are actually poison, you will be sick. You know, you wouldn't like this. It's got suspicion in it. You wouldn't like it. It's been in the Wandering Trader's back pocket for the last 6 weeks. He's been chasing you all over the place and you keep avoiding him, so. Oh yeah, there is a blinding stew. There is a blinding stew. What's the name of the flower? I can't remember the name of the flower. Oh god. Azure Bluet? Bluet, that one. You do 7 seconds of blindness. I don't know what I don't know what to tell you. This is gorgeous. This is just a really nice soup. This is just a gorgeous. Now here's a tomato. No mushroom. It's a gorgeous mushroom soup. It's so thick. There's so much mushroom in it. You're really getting good mushroom per mushroom ratio in this, do you know? Top marks. I can't take anything away from this. Even eating the daisies and all for my regeneration, it is just wholesome. It's hearty. It's really hearty. Pour some down the mic so we can have one. I'll see what I can do for you. Oh, that is one of the nicest mushroom soups I've ever had. And I really mean that. I think the dill helps a lot. The flavour of dill is beautiful. You ever put dill with like butter and baby potatoes? Gorgeous. That is so good. It's really like genuinely delicious. It is not my recipe, exclamation mark recipe. It's a Hungarian mushroom soup. It is so good. Like here. Do you want it? It's hot, so I'll bring over the bowl and all. Here comes the airplane. Yep. Oh no, sorry, we got to divert. sorry, we gotta divert. There you go. Sorry, it happens sometimes. Those delays, they're wicked. I nearly fell directly forward, which would have resulted in me either spilling this backwards on myself or directly onto the laptop. And I'm glad that did not happen in any way, shape, or form. Oh. Will Sharko eat the leftovers off stream? He might. Although, mind you, he's stuffed. He can't eat another bite, you know. Moose on the loose, hello! Heavy TF2 that I'm doing. Nom nom nom. Like this is just really good. This is going into the rotation of just food I make. Not for McDara because he's a little more sensitive to mushrooms than I am, but we've gotten the Switch 2. I've already pre-ordered it. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. When's chat had a good bite? Come here. I'll give you another bite. Here. Quick. Now you have to bring your own spoon, okay? Dip in, get some. Quick. Otherwise you won't get another chance. I like this little bowl and all. One more. There you go. That's it. That's all you get. That's all you get. What's with you? Because oh yeah, no, it's very expensive in some places. Thankfully, it's not cheap here, but it's not quite that expensive. Thank goodness. Oh, that's so nice. Vic here at the going camping soon. This might be good group food. It would. You could probably make it there. It doesn't take very long, or you could make it ahead of time and just reheat it. You know. Oh God, I can't wait to go camping again. It's been a long time. A long time. Last year was catastrophic for camping unless you were ready for like wet weather and everything. Oh, I'm half cat. I'm so sorry. I'm out of flowers. That's it. That's all I got. I put them all in here and I've eaten them all as well. Mushrooms are good protein. They are. You know, something that I don't always get with mushrooms. You know a lot of like vegan particularly dishes are made with mushrooms and vegetarian, of course, because for a lot of mushrooms you get a nice kind of like. I'm not saying like vegetarians really want to eat meat, but you know when you want to eat something that feels really satisfying, and you get a good bit of chew in it, and you get a good nice texture to it, and this kind of has that. I've had a lot of mushroom dishes where it's like mushroom substituting in for meat. And it's been good. It's been really good, but it's not scratched that itch. This kind of scratches that itch, I'm going to be honest. Like, there's something about, maybe it's to do with the size of the mushrooms in it, that they're chopped up fairly chunky, so you're getting a good bit of chew in there. Like, it's not chewy, it's just like, you know? It's satisfying, it's hearty, it's umami. This is honestly gorgeous. This is one of the nicest things I think I've ever made. And I feel like I've been saying that a lot this year. You know? That's good. Yeah, portobello mushroom burger. A lot to be said for it. Not something I have often, but I'm half cat. I picked just kind of at random. I try to remember fun stuff that happened. That's so good. I'm so happy. I'm gonna have one more little spoon of this, and I suppose I need to start finishing up. Well, to be here on the Saturday though. Here, before I go anywhere, can we please get a big wave of thank you to the mods for coming out on an off-schedule stream. Ding. Oh, mushroom carbonara. Oh yeah, because I like carbonara as it is. Thank you so much for coming along unscheduled. I might be on again tomorrow. I think I'm streaming my end for something I'm doing. I will let you know about that. And as always, like if you can't show up, that's on me. I did not give you any notice, okay? Because I forgot it was happening. Seal the Steel, thank you for 45 months. And big thank you. And how you doing, Seal? I hope you're keeping very, very well. And thank you to all of you at home for coming along on an off-schedule stream, like completely off schedule. I wasn't even sure if it was happening until maybe an hour or two before. I'd say like 2 hours before, and then I was like, right, I gotta get moving. I gotta get grooving. And I was just really, really happy that I had so much that I needed already, because then the setup wasn't too painful, you know. Even me, even you, all of you. I have to ask you something very important. On this Saturday to be here. Wild. Have we had a very nice time on this Saturday? The day of Saturn. Saturday. Knowing me, knowing you. This has been really fun, and I thank you so much again for being patient when I had to take yesterday off. I was in the horrors, and I'm not in the horrors today. Wait, now hopefully the mushroom soup doesn't make my stomach go. You know, hopefully we'll find out. Hope you did as well. Yes, I did. I had a lovely time. This was great. This is a lovely soup. I do feel bad that this isn't really for my Dara. But he doesn't hold it against me if I make stuff that he's not into. We just have something else when we're eating together, and that's fine. Good to see you no longer in the horrors. Thank you. Thank you for coming along to my post in the horrors stream. Let me tell you some important things. If you're not already over in our Discord, don't go anywhere. This is important. Bing. That's our Discord. That's it right there. You can join. You don't need to be subscribed. If you're going over, just read the rules. Make sure you read them. It's important. You won't get in if you don't read them. I'm serious. If you do have a subscription, whether it's Prime, Gifted, whatever it is, make sure you have your Twitch and Discord accounts linked together in your settings so that you can get into behind the scenes areas, into the Minecraft server, all that kind of stuff. The Minecraft server is so much of my brain lately. So much of my brain. We also have some events. Tonight at... Tonight at 8 p.m. my time. So it might be different to your time. Marsh was hosting a watch along of Puss in Boots, the 2011 film. So that's going to be good fun. Go on over. It'll be good crack. And that's all that's on the schedule. So far. I feel like I had something else to tell you. I might be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm playing some games with some friends. I don't know. I can't remember if I wanted to stream on my end or not. I'm going to see how the brain is feeling. I'll see how the brain is feeling. But failing that, I will be back probably on Tuesday. I'm probably not going to do another Monday stream this week. Or next week, rather, because I was spinning too many plates doing that. Now, what I must do, first of all, if you make this recipe, you don't have to put flowers in it, but if you do make the recipe, we do have a food and drink channel over in Discord. I'd love to see how it comes out for you. I'd love to see how it turns out. And if you're into food and drink more than games or anything, we're always sharing recipes over there, so don't be shy. We're not scary. I must see who's online. Who are we going to leave you with for the rest of the day, for the evening? Where are we going? What are we knowing? Whoa. Yo. Oh, I know where we're going. We're going over to someone that I don't catch online as all that often because we do different hours all the time. Who I've not gone over to in a while. I'm going to send you over to Boba. Boba is playing Grocery Store Simulator, which I think that'll be good fun. I think that'll be very, very good fun. Oh my goodness. So would you please... Triumni, I actually want to another time. I want to show you... I want to bring you over the plants another time. You didn't misunderstand. I didn't manage my time very well. I want to do that another day. Because I like me plants. So would you please go on over? And be very, very, very nice to Boba. Goodbye from me. Goodbye from Shark. Goodbye from Dave. Goodbye from Brie. Goodbye from the soup. Another little shout. If you're not already over on YouTube, there's a new video up there. And if you want, there's a new video coming next week. And we're nearly at 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. Thank you so much. Please go over, be very nice to Boba. Be good crack. Have a good rest of your weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you soon. I will see you soon. Goodbye. Oi, 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 you! Wait, hold on. Big Yellow, we were just about to raid somebody. Everybody hold on tight. Big Yellow, Seatbelts back on. Thank you so much for bringing the gang over. You're part of this now. You're part of this now. All right. Well, I'm sending you over. I promise it's someone who's nice and cool. And for my gang who's not already following Big Yellow, would you please go over and follow Big Yellow right now this minute? You will not be disappointed. Great crack. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. But I am sending you over to Bubba because I gotta finish up because my mic battery is gonna start going. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Thank you for bringing the gang over. We're going over to Bubba. Seatbelts back on, lads. Fasten those seatbelts. We're going for real. We're going for real. For real this time. If you enjoyed your time with Big Yellow and you enjoyed your seconds with me, you're gonna love Bubba. All right, I gotta go. Thank you for coming over. Ah! Woo! 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 The owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on. Haunting effects, 100% it is. 100%.